It's time for trigger warning.
Trigger warning! Fuck your feelings, you little snowflake! Triggerwarning.tv.
How dare you!
Hello, everybody. How you doing? It's trigger warning. We've been away again due to many different reasons. You'll notice that Graham is not yet here with me. He's going to try and pop in, but he's still feeling it with his broken arm that's had absolutely zero treatment from the doctors of any value whatsoever. So he's soldiering on. He's soldiering on. Yes, it is the Chechen warlord of Trigger Warning. Thank you very much. Guys, there's a link if you want to join in. You know the score on a Saturday. It's not a show. It's just a hangout. So click the link and it'll all queue up and we'll get people in and drop people out and all those kind of things. So what's going on? Gosh, lots. The website's had a lot of work done on it, triggerwarning.tv. Obviously, it's got the forum, it's got the social media side, it's got the live room to listen to the radio and chat. With the radio, the new schedule's starting next week or thereabouts, and we're adding the American Rebellion show and Aphid Lip have got shows. And also, I've been talking with Fab Radio, FabRadioInternational.com, where I used to do a radio show from. And I'm going to be doing a new show that'll go out on Trigger Warning Radio and Fab Radio and obviously be podcast as well. I'll let you know when that's going to happen. It's sometime soon, which means Saturday nights, I'm not going to be doing them anymore, or at least not religiously. But the thing is, I do know that they're a huge amount of fun and triggerists like them. But an answer came forth today, and that was we're going to be having a new member of the team who's going to be hosting Saturday nights, and I'm sure he'll be marvelous. He is, of course, Smoke Steve, our chubby, trampoline bouncing Kurt Cobain lookalike from Americas, and yeah, that's going to be really cool. That's going to be really, really cool. So that makes me happy. Of course, myself, Graham, and the rest of the team will stop by, hang out, and things like that. But it means it can just keep going. And Greg, it's not Aphid Lip versus American Rebellion. They've just got their own shows. So Aphid Lip's got a show, American Rebellion's got a show, and they're going to be on Trigger Warning Radio. The schedules will be on the website very, very soon. Of course, Natalie's show's on there. The Interlude, which, if you like metal, is awesome. And Dazzy's show, Beyond the Pale, is on there, and we also broadcast the Richie Allen show on Trigger Warning Radio as well. Now, the mobile site is not finished, but if you log on to triggerwarning.tv via mobile, you can add it to your homepage. So instead of doing an app, we've done it as a web app. So you can just add it to your homepage, and it gets cached. So you can look at what's there. Every time you log on, it'll online, it will update the cache, and then you can look at it offline. It just, again, no trackers, anything like that. Do go run it through whichever online checker that you want. At some point, we will be doing an app. I just don't know when, because I'm not convinced by the need for it just yet. But you can do that. So there's a lot going on with Trigger One, which is cool. Drone Tech will be getting a new website in the summer, so that'll be cool. And I think he's going to start selling his merch on GearPress as well, because Fab Radio have just moved to there. And I believe Drone Tech is going to have his store on there as well, which would be nice. What else was there? There was something else. Oh, yeah. I've been doing a bit of voiceover work recently, some ads. One of them is going to be on Talk Sport Radio. I believe from Monday, and I think Scottish television sometime this week. Not my face, just my voice. So yeah, it's all going on. As for Graham, American Rebellion, Graham's poorly. Just before I bring in our first visitor, I've got to say hello to Happy Dog Nick Marden. Fat Belly McGrandy, hello. Smoke Steve, of course, get your ass in here. You're part of the team now. You're obligated. You're obligated. It's too late. That's it. You've joined. There's no going back. Aphid Lip. Did I say Aphid Lip? Not sure. I need glasses really badly these days. Bucks Core. How you doing, fella? Hope you're well. Biscuit Vapes. A present for you was sent for fulfillment just a day or so ago. So it's out of my hands now and in the hands of fulfillment. Then it'll be in the hands of the Postal Service. Isn't that exciting? And remember, it's only you that will have what's coming to you. Nobody else will ever have one. Felbriggs Videos is in. Cassius Claymore. Sure, it's me too. How you doing? Dippy Derek. Atomic Waster. Alan Reader. PB Awake, and many more. If I've missed you, I'm sorry. I'll try and get to you. And no, it isn't Pile Cream. It's one of those companies that does, you know, if your flight's been delayed, they get compensation for you. I don't know. I just wanted to do a bit of the voice work. So there's Natalie. Hello, Natalie. How you doing?
Oh, thank you for saying hello to me at last. How's it going, man? You all right?
Well, I didn't say hello there because I was going to bring you in. Skills, Natalie. It's skills.
Mad skills.
It's slick. Mad
skills.
fucking skills. You keeping well?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm really happy to hear that shit's moving along with the TW side of things. That's for sure.
Well, it's just
What kind of freaky voiceover are you doing? Is this something I should be, downloading?
No, it's just adverts. Just adverts for a normal company that go on Talk Sport Radio and TV and shit.
You have to sample this. We have to hear this.
Well, I'll probably play it on.
Hayden
TW
trying
Radio.
to be proper. You know what I mean?
Oh, I can do lots of different voices. I don't have to sound like. Well, I do. I can't do high pitched. I can't do anything. Actually, no. I can just me. That's about it. Munchflower's in. Hello, Munchflower. How you doing? Biscuit Vapes. There he is. Those eyebrows are a fucking disgrace.
Because they're grown.
They're coming back, aren't they? They're going back.
It's time. It's time, dude. It's time they were trimmed.
It's the time for me, the time for you. You're the bushier than mine, Aidan.
That's what she said. Nice. Sorry, bad one. Bad. It's been a long fucking
no
week.
Eyebrows. You suit no eyebrows, dude. It
I
looks
don't
good
like
on
it.
you.
I suit no beard, but I don't suit no eyebrows.
Well, let's see how we get on.
Yeah, see how it goes.
Let's see how we go.
I'm back on the wine tonight, so
There you go. Get them down here. You're a big lad. It'll take a few.
yeah.
You'll get there. You'll get
It's
there.
got the Echo Falls tonight.
Echo Falls.
Is that rosé?
It is rosé.
Yeah, it's Infidel.
It's quite nice when it's very, very chilled. Like when it's been in the fridge for like a good couple of days. Bit of ice. Beautiful.
Isn't that a lady? That is a lady's drink.
It is a lady's drink.
I am a lady. What's wrong with that?
Nothing. I would never.
More of a lady than I
misgender
am, that's for sure, mate.
you. Sure, it's me too. Thank you. It's just because I'm keeping busy. That's the only reason I'd be looking this radiant. I've also put all the weight back on that I lost.
Don't tell me about gaining weight. Jesus.
There he is, our newest member of the Trigger Warning team. Look at him.
Oh, he's wearing his hat backwards as well. Like he's looking young, and maybe he's trimmed his beard a little bit. Like perfect, man.
I did.
What
I
the
made
fuck
this
is on
cool.
your hand?
I made this cool weapon today. It's a Norway maple. I kiln dried it and put this steel plating on the sides, 4 fender washes in the top.
Fucking hell.
This fucker is badass. So this is like a by the door weapon, short strokes. Get ultimate impact.
No,
Get
that's
the
a
intruder
through
away.
the eyeball impact. That's what you want. Through the eyeball,
Yeah.
right to the back of the brain. Sorted.
Got to think about these things.
You have to, man. You have to. Yeah.
I mean, the one I have there now is like 2.5 feet long. It's too long. You'll hit the frame of the door trying to strike the intruder. So
you probably have too much like ricochet as well if it's too long.
Do you have a lot of problems with intruders, Steve?
That's what I was thinking, Steve.
No, never.
Never. You never
Be
know.
prepared. Be
You have to.
prepared.
Man.
It's important.
Well,
What
it's
is
the
it?
same principle as a condom, isn't it? You always have to have one just in case.
Yeah, you'd rather have one than not need one than need
Yeah,
one.
like
than not.
the
American
alien,
Rebellion.
the alien
American Rebellion.
phrase.
We knew you had a gun.
I'm not saying anything about guns, whether I do or don't, but I don't. Guns are good. Other weapons are good too.
You prefer up close, don't you? So you
Yeah,
can
exactly.
look them in the eye.
Close and personal.
As the life drains out of them, you like to see that, don't you? You like to see that happen. I understand. It's cool.
Yeah, same here,
It's fine.
man.
Just watch the life escape, the look of
Quick question for
confusion.
Hayden and Biscuit, obviously, because we live in the UK. If we were living in a country where having a gun is kind of okay, or you can get a gun with, obviously go through the license and training and certification, whether it's conceal or have one at home, like, would you guys do it or not?
Oh, we can, but I don't.
Yeah, I don't want to own one, not because I've got any problem with guns. I haven't. When I've been to the States, I fire them. It's a huge amount of fun. I get it, but
I don't mind having
something
toys.
I'm interested in having.
I've got toy guns, but I wouldn't have a live fire real.
But if you
gun,
lived in a country where a lot of other people could have one, I mean, if our houses,
having a live fire weapon in my house would not be safe around children.
You can take a couple of bullets though, anyway, can't you, man?
Yeah, but I'm not about if my daughter got it and she shot herself in the head, I won't be able to live with that.
No, of course not.
No. There's
safety.
If you lived in America,
what's the first thing a child does with a gun?
Depends. I've seen videos where they shoot daddy. So
the first thing my daughter did with a toy gun was look down the barrel. So I wouldn't have her anywhere near a real gun.
No,
yeah, if you have a trigger lock or a safe or both, you're never going to have a problem. It's all.
Isn't it like that comedian said though? I've forgotten his name. The one that went shit and woke. But at one time he said about if you've got guns for home defense, if they're locked away in a safe with the magazines or clips out and in a separate, how useful are they for home defense? Do you not need to keep that gun under your pillow?
Within an arm's reach. Yeah, no, he's probably right. I mean, if you start waving a stick around, screaming at a cunt naked, you probably freak him out more than if you had a gun pointed at his face.
I think, Steve, what would be more effective than that, although perhaps again not the sort of thing you want on your kids, a 2-foot black dildo.
Yes.
Just load the helmet with ball bearings. And when they come in your house, just stand at the top of your stairs screaming, "Come on."
I got one in the back of the sock drawer, so boom, all set. All the socks stuck to it, though. The socks, I can't get them off, pulling them off.
Pulling them off.
Stevie, you're looking forward to what we're going to call your Saturday nights. What's it going to be? Smoke Steve's Saturday Night Sex Cabin.
I was thinking of sticking with the pub theme, like Smoke's Pub or something like that, Come and have a drink, chill out, whatever, like that.
Smoke's in.
People can drink or not drink. It's fine. Doesn't matter.
No, they got to drink.
No, they have to drink. Yeah.
Okay, they have to drink. That's
I mean, I refuse to serve someone fucking Pepsi in my pubs. That's for sure.
Well, there was a week where Biscuit.
Natalie, what if they're the designated driver?
I'll tell him to like sit outside with a glass of water and fuck off. Like, just get out of my pub.
That's very nice, isn't it?
No, I'm being accommodating to my alcoholics. Yeah, I'm just being a cunt.
Well, I'm just glad that the Saturday night.
What is that tattoo? Oh, my little tattoo is of the what is it? The treble clef.
Treble clef.
Yeah, but it's backwards. So you guys should see it normally.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think. Yeah.
Hello, Aphid Lip. How
the
you
angles
doing,
are slightly different.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you just fine. Are you getting your show
Aphid.
already?
Is that
no.
Aphid Lip? Aphid Lip? Yeah, that's Aphid Lip.
Aphid Lip.
I know how to spell it, man. Aphid Lip.
No,
yeah, she knows how to spell it. It's just pronouncing it.
Yeah,
I'm from the south, right? So.
So why haven't you got the shows ready, Aphid? Let time's getting on. It's only not that long now.
Was there a time limit? I didn't know there was a time limit. Was I supposed to have this by tonight at like midnight or something?
This is how I work. This is what we do with Gray. I do with them. I'll decide something, and maybe I won't tell anyone until it's time, or perhaps just time. Speaking of which, next Thursday I'm back in the studio for the first time, but it's not a trigger warning show as such because I'm hosting that debate between We Are Fair Cop and the trans activist. We may go on after it though, because it'll be my first time back in the studio. I can't fucking wait.
Nice.
So are you keeping the studio? I thought that's why you guys didn't do a show like 2 weeks ago.
We've been talking to the guy for now. We've got to keep going because as much. I mean, I love the Saturday nights hanging out, but I miss trying to do something with trigger warning and just sitting chatting on your webcam.
Oh yeah, I totally understand. It's fun. It's fun.
Yeah, when you go in the studio and you've got it all set up and you've got that camera staring at you, it's like, okay, fucking have it. And I enjoy that. I really enjoy that. So hopefully after next Thursday we've got the debate, then we'll get back to normal. And I'll also be doing the radio show from in there as well because my family have had to accommodate me enough.
What about Cherry?
Hopefully he'll turn up on a Thursday. I don't know.
Tough to lock that guy down, or
new misses.
No, it's not tough to lock down. We just we don't really talk much between shows. So, I used to know Cherry years and years and years ago. Then he watched the show. I invited him down. He came every week, and that's cool.
Yeah.
He likes to sit and watch the show while on his phone whilst in the studio. But yeah, hopefully he'll come back and hang out again. That'd be nice.
Sure,
I'm sure he will.
I know you.
Very likable about that guy.
Meat Space 2.0.
Cherry's an incredibly likable guy.
Fuck Cherry. Meat Space 2.0.
Yeah, well, Meat Space 2. I've had a brief chat with Graham about it. As usual, I'll agree and then decide. But Meat Space 2, as soon as lockdown's finished,
I'll agree then decide.
As soon as lockdown allows it, we're going to have a Meat Space event in Manchester. But we've also done a couple of polls and spoke to a few people about those from abroad that can't make it because it's too far, it's too expensive. But if we're going to stream it privately for people, because it has to be, it can't. I don't want it on YouTube. I don't want it out there. Well, I said, would you only watch it streaming if it was free? And no one clicked that option. They all clicked yes, not only if it's free. So it means people can attend if they can't attend in the flesh, and we'll also have to have a system in place that we can talk to them and acknowledge them and interact with them. So we've got to figure a lot of things out, but there's definitely going to be a Meat Space too. We'll step it up a bit, get it a bit more extreme, and I'm really looking forward to that too. I'm really looking forward to that as well. I enjoyed the last one quite a lot.
It's fucking amazing. I'm only 2 hours away, man.
It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Now, of course, Smoke Steve has to fly over, so his family are going to have to do without a lot of stuff.
Can you fly? Can you fly over there right now? Is that legal? Can we fly to go see you?
I think right now there's like a 2-week quarantine or something.
Yeah,
but we won't be doing Meat Space until the lockdown restrictions have eased to the point that we can have 40 people in a room. I don't know when that will be. I don't know when. But as soon as we can,
that's probably not going to happen until there's a vaccine.
Possibly. I don't know. But
who would you take? Who would take the vaccine? All of you. Who would take the vaccine?
I would.
I'd take it instantly.
I had this discussion with Richie when he said, they won't allow you to do things if you don't do it. It's tyranny. I'm not doing it. I said, well, I'm going to take it. And he said, well, you're my friend, but I am disappointed. I said, why?
Disappointed.
If I take a stand,
I'm sure that's the word he used.
No, he did, because that's how we talk to each other.
Yeah.
If I take a stand, my family has to take a stand. Why would I deny my child the ability to mix with his friends and to go places and to do things and to see things just because a load of people on the internet who have got absolutely no fucking chemistry knowledge whatsoever decide because David Icke said something about fucking mercury, they know what goes on in a fucking vaccine.
Not necessarily David Icke again.
But predominantly, I'm using him as a prime example because it's bollocks.
No, you don't have
bollocks.
to.
It's bollocks.
They've pretty much said if a vaccine comes out this year, it's going to be not as tested as other vaccines, and it's not going to be as, tested as other vaccines. It's going to be rushed through. That's the word
Load me up.
They're on about
Really?
Let me be
fine, guys. You've got a family. That's a different situation. I don't. So
here's the thing, Natalie. Everyone should make their own choices.
Thank you.
If someone doesn't want to do something, it's got nothing to do with me. It's got nothing to do with me. However, if it comes out down the line that people that refused the vaccine and the vaccine turns out to be okay, and the people that refused it are still infecting people with something, I may at that point go, that was a bit of a selfish dick move. Exactly. But at the same time, it's still your right. If you're not going near vulnerable people, it's fine. But
of course, I don't.
Do you know how I see it, Natalie? Do you know how I really see it?
Go on, Hayden.
I don't know about COVID-19.
No, none of us does, man. And that's the thing.
Here's the thing. No,
there's nothing that they can tell us that are definitive as well.
It doesn't matter. That's the point.
Yeah.
That's my problem. I've got an 82-year-old father on kidney dialysis. His kidneys are fucked. I've got an 83-year-old mother. I'm not gambling with them because a bunch of shiny-faced people on the internet tell me it's a bad idea to fucking do this and I should go out and do this and that, the other. I'm not taking that gamble. Now, if other people want to, not my problem. But if other people want to and then infect my family, we've got a problem.
Yeah, of course, man. But what if they give us a vaccine that actually doesn't, it comes out every now and then, or they can vaccine against one fucking strain and then not the next, and
right, well,
it might be good for this year but not good for the next year and all the rest of it.
Takes the numbers down. That's all it's got to do.
Really?
Take the numbers down.
The numbers aren't even that fucking bad, man.
It doesn't matter. Do you know what? The numbers aren't that bad. Can I just say though, if you look, excuse me one second.
Go on, man.
Go ahead.
This is what fucks me off. The numbers aren't bad. Tell that to my mate Kurt Cave. Oh, you can't. He's fucking dead.
Yeah, one of mine.
The numbers are bad. The numbers. If you lose one, the numbers are fucking bad. I don't care.
I think over 1 million people are dead around the world, aren't they, from COVID-19 right now?
Was it like 7 or 8? Surely. I've not checked this weekend actually. I'll do that now.
It's like a counter. It's counting, so many every second. So, that's enough lives to matter to me,
Yeah. Let me ask you guys this. Would you want to be the first wave of people taking it? Wouldn't you have a little more comfort in at least saying like being the 15 millionth person?
Oh, Swansea, don't worry about that, guys. Bill Gates.
I wouldn't be one of the
Biscuit.
No,
Bill
like
Gates.
I mean, even
hold on.
Bill Gates knows what he's doing.
Bill Gates will have tested it on millions of black African children before he does.
Exactly.
Don't you worry. Don't you worry.
Everyone knows there's never been a vaccine for a coronavirus ever. I mean, they've never created that.
Or even a vaccine for most fucking flus, like definitively. So I just looked up. So globally, total confirmed COVID cases is 6,800,000 and 4,000. Fine. Global deaths is 360,000.
Yeah, what are you saying though? I mean, if
recovered,
if they had a vaccine tomorrow that said
global
it was going to save
2.7 million people.
If they had a vaccine tomorrow that if we all took it, that would save, let's say, 10,000 lives, I would go out and take that vaccine.
Why?
Are you saying? Why wouldn't you? If it meant that we all took it to save human life, why wouldn't you? I mean, you don't care about those. I mean, because those 10,000 people have a lot of family that are.
Do you think those 10,000 people give a fuck about your life? If it was any other situation,
I could care less what they think about me. I care enough about
that's
somebody
exactly
else.
what they would think about you, aphid lip.
But why would I care? I don't make my decisions on my life based on how other people care about me.
And they said, "Oh, we have to take an injection that's untested, that's not gone through the motions." Vaccines usually take 1 or 2 years to go through their whole motions to get released to the public. This one's going to get rushed through. Bill Gates, everyone's fucking savior, has said that himself. If those
what is-
10,000 people had said, I'm going to take this so Aphid Lip and his children can save their life, do you think they really fucking would?
All right, tell me this. In
I think you
what
missed
time?
Aphid Lip's point. Can I just Aphid Lip is
No.
doing it because he feels that's the right thing to do.
For
The
humanity.
measure of a person, actually, to be fair, is doing something regardless of whether anyone else would do it for you.
Right.
Doing it because
know.
it's right.
Let's.
Or in some
But
cases, because it's
injecting
wrong.
yourself, no.
What?
No.
You're not injecting yourself. It's not like you
Oh,
do
sorry.
realize
I'm
they're not
giving
going to.
permission for someone to inject me with
They're
something that
not going to
I'm not
release a
aware of.
vaccine. They're not going to release a vaccine that is fucking untested. They're going to give it to some fucking students that want to be paid £100 and seeing if they grow extra heads.
Yeah, they're
to them.
doing that right now,
Mhm.
right? And not
That's
enough
fine.
of them have been infected with coronavirus. Is that correct? As of a couple of weeks ago?
Just pump people full of it. We don't care whether they got it or not. See how ill
No,
they get.
that's what they said. They don't have enough test subjects to contract
Just put it
coronavirus.
to healthy people. See what happens.
Yeah, why
And-
the fuck
until-
not, right?
This
Guinea
is my
pigs.
point. This is my
All
point.
fucking
Until
guinea pigs, man.
until there's more problems with vaccines hurting people than viruses and disease, then that is the point that I will stop taking vaccines.
Good
Yeah,
call.
I hear you. Do you get your flu shot every year, Aphid Lip?
I absolutely do.
And
I
when
haven't gotten
did you
mine
last
for
have the
20
last flu? When did
I
you
What's
haven't
that?
gotten
when was you
mine for
last
20
ill?
years.
The last time I had a flu was when my wife was pregnant and I was lax about getting my flu shot, and we both got sick when she was pregnant. And
Oh, so that was like
and
15,
I was like,
16 years ago, yeah.
no, he just turned 11, so it
Babe,
was
I'm
11 years ago.
joking.
Oh,
I've never had the flu, and I've never had a flu shot.
well, you're
Yeah.
lucky because I've had 2 flus in one season before.
First thing I did when I got a flu shot was phone Richie Allen. True story.
Jesus!
Straight on the phone, instantly. Thank you very much, nurse. Thank you. Richie. I've asked for it twice. Why
I
wouldn't
take
you
it.
take
Greg
it?
Topple, yes, I take my son to get the flu shot.
Did he pump it up his nose still rather than
No, but he
inject it?
had to get a procedure done, and they had to give him a COVID test, and they did shove the thing way back in the back of his nose, for the COVID test
That's
Poor
couple
guy.
couple weeks ago.
My dad had that,
Damn.
the COVID test recently,
Yeah,
because he fell ill. But
It was horrible.
um,
He wasn't, he's a kid. It was like, I'm sure I would be bitching about it way more than he did. He didn't even bring it up. My wife told me.
Yeah.
guys, while you're here, you know that we have protests in Britain for Black Lives Matter and against George. Now, I understand having protests for that. That's fine. Black Lives Matter, fine. I'm not sure I understand George Floyd protests because I'm not sure how a protest in London or Birmingham is going to affect. Was it Minnesota?
Yep.
But do you know what the best thing? They always obviously riot, and they regularly deface statues of Winston Churchill. Regularly.
You saw police around that statue.
Yeah, I mean, because they do it because they say he was a fascist, he was terrible. Never mind, he's the only reason they're allowed to live the life they are now. But the best one is they defaced a different statue. Do you want? Bear in mind, this is supposed to be Black Lives Matter. Yeah. Do you know whose statue they defaced? Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln, the original dude. Yeah. The original dude who thought, oh, fuck, Black Lives Matter. They defaced his statue. Fucking, I bet all they know about
flavoring, didn't he?
I'm very
all
sure
they
that
know about
yeah, go on.
Abraham Lincoln was that he used to kill vampires.
Yeah, I'm very sure there was a Richie Allen fucking guest this week that really went back, and yeah, people don't know their history anymore. Not that I do, but people don't know their history anymore.
No, they definitely don't. But Abraham Lincoln should be kind of obvious. I've said
Yeah.
before on this show, and it's true. We do. It was
Even
in
fucking
the
mainstream
local,
history. Yeah.
It was in the local newspaper 150 years ago when the workers' union here in Manchester said they wouldn't accept cotton from the South. They thought Black Lives Matter as well. Seems a lot of people think Black Lives Matter. Do you know what? I don't know anyone who doesn't think Black Lives Matter. But you know, I've got to admit, I do understand.
You probably know a few.
No, not personally.
Yeah.
I don't mean
He does
on the
live in
internet.
Manchester.
Right. There's one word they're missing from it that I think would clarify it for a lot of people. Black Lives Matter too, or Black
No,
Lives
see, I don't
Matter
think they should- no.
also.
I'm gonna
That's
say
what
that.
they're
No,
saying.
that's wrong. Because this is one of the things that fucks me off. Because a lot of people that say that, you know, when people complain about the Jews only talking about what happened to Jews in the Holocaust, well, who else are you going to fight for apart from your own people? So when a black person says Black Lives Matter, they're not saying white lives don't. Can't believe I've got to sit because the Black Lives Matter movement went to shit. But okay, when a black person says Black Lives Matter, they're not saying white people's don't. They're saying, for fuck's sake, look us, we got a problem.
Well,
When you've got a problem, yeah. But let's not talk about the nutcases.
Yeah,
Right?
go on,
The
carry on.
majority don't. The majority of black people don't dislike white people. Same as the majority of white people don't dislike black people.
Yeah.
But
That
if
only
you've
a
got a
fool would
problem-
dislike somebody for that. That only
Exactly.
a fool.
But if let's say I
That's
saw a
cool.
great analogy online. If you got up to give a talk about your child and how you'd lost your child, and someone come up, jumped up, pushed you over, and I lost my child too. What the fuck you doing? This is a eulogy for my child. So Black Lives Matter is for black people to go, fucking hang on, something's wrong. They believe something's wrong. So we don't need this addendum because we all know that white lives matter. We know that everybody's lives matter, but they've got a worse problem than us because racism is still a problem.
Right.
Well, I mean, nowadays, as you know, on the internet, people find it fucking everywhere and it's stupid. But racism is still a problem. Now, yes, I know we could say, well, 2 months ago, that white guy got his neck kneeled on and died.
He didn't die.
They also said there were no protests when it happened to him. I don't know that he died or not. But my point is, it's like, no, we didn't protest because we don't believe that's a systemic failure on the part of police towards white people.
Right.
You know? But we do know that
It's
black
just a
people...
systemic failure of actual policing that's a bit...
Yeah. But black
That's
people
a ground
do.
level problem. The police on the scene in the moment.
American police are behaving abysmally right now. British police will. French police are terrible. The Spanish police are brutal. But if I comment about the American police, everyone piles on me as if you're trying to say, oh, police are bad. I'm talking about that one video I've just posted. Why is it to detain an unarmed woman, they had to shoot her with those pellets and beat her with batons? And people going, well, she did as she was told then.
And grab her boobs, too.
Yeah, how does that boob taste? How does that fucking boob taste?
I didn't see the
There's a whole different video there, Aphid Lip.
No, she claimed
sorry.
that. She
Hi,
claimed
Alex.
that.
Oh,
Hey,
fucking you brought me in.
Hey, Alex.
Hey, I'm in the
Hey,
room.
The
Hey,
ginger
Alex,
is back.
How's
How's
it
your
going,
health,
man?
Alex? You okay, man?
You feeling
Better
good?
every day, mate. Better every day.
It's the hair.
All right,
You should have
good.
never cut it off,
Bless
dude.
up.
It's
Bless up.
the curse of death.
Happy dogs missed the point completely. That's
No,
fantastic.
Happy Dog has been
Nothing
trolling
new there.
all
What
of us.
about what
Yeah.
Donald Trump did with the army and pushed everyone back, including a vicar from his own church, just so he could stand outside with a fucking Bible?
That was to the benefit of all of us Americans. How
Yeah,
dare
sure.
you?
In what way?
One thing I thought was quite funny.
Just like
That was
Katrina, you say 2
ridiculous.
words, Jussie Smollett. At no point, see, this is the thing I don't understand.
What's that?
If I say Black Lives Matter, someone says, but look at this bad black person. Black people are equally capable of being fucking awful as the rest, as are Jews, as are gays, as are trans people, as are Muslims, as fucking everyone. Human beings, on the whole, in my experience, tend to be okay. But we don't half pay attention to the arseholes. Jussie Smollett
Because
was
they
a
are the
fucking arsehole.
they are the minority we have to pay attention to, right, Hayden?
Monarchy.
They make the
Technically.
most noise and they're the most
Exactly.
interesting to talk about.
Joe Rogan on his podcast, I think last week, made a really funny point, and I was going to quickly raise it now. He said it was quite ironic that George Floyd, being obviously murdered by a cop with his knee down, obviously on his fucking neck, is the same kind of gesture, for lack of a better word,
Protest.
as Colin, is it Colin Kaepernick?
Kaepernick, yeah.
Yeah, exactly the same movement. One trying to free the people or make a statement towards that, and the other one.
The amount of shit that
Resulted
poor
in-
bloke got
Right.
for taking He got fucked for that, and now you got police chiefs
Everyone's
taking a
taking a knee.
fucking knee.
Have anyone
Now
has
world
anyone
famous.
taken a knee? What is it? 6 o'clock in UK time?
I'm
Do we
not
take?
taking a knee.
No,
I'm not
I
taking
don't.
a knee,
I'm too
but,
busy, man. I'm listening to fucking
Fuck
Richie
no.
Allen. You know, fapping away.
Yes. Super
just
Bowl
can't see
winning
that.
quarterback Drew Brees came out and said, like, just recently, I would never kneel at blah, blah, blah when the national anthem is going on. And motherfucker, he was losing some serious money for, like, he has given so many apologies. It's hilarious. The guy has got apologies on every damn platform. Like, oh, I'm so sorry. He saw his sponsorship going out the window on that Bad Larry, man.
No
I've gotta
point in
say, though-
apologising. It never makes it better. Damage is
Hang
done.
on. Look at
Right.
this. I will bounce H on my knee. Of course you would, pussy. Of course you would. Come to the next meat space and bounce me on your fucking knee.
Yeah, and
Your
I
shin
will
will
film
collapse,
that,
dude.
man. I will
shin will
film that
fucking
for later
collapse.
on.
I'm a heavy unit.
Yeah, with my bad back, I don't think I'd want to do that.
See, there's one thing with Black Lives Matter, though. I think, when people talk about racists, the people that care least about Black lives right now are not the racists. It's the black people going out for Black Lives Matter rallies and using it as an opportunity to shop for televisions.
Yeah,
or
we have two
assault shop
factors right there.
owners.
There are proven. You can see on the interwebs pallets of bricks just left on the side of the roads in front of even like zebra crossings, as we call them over here.
That's standard for riots and things. That's how it
Fine.
works.
Next,
In the UK,
I-
you get guys who would make Molotov cocktails en masse and hand them out and put rubble out and shit like that. It's the way riots work. They're quite organised. A riot.
It is very organised.
Yeah.
You know why? Antifa and all the fucking rest of it.
Not only that, we also have social media now, which makes it easier.
Okay, flip side.
much
I
easier.
work for an IT retail, very prominent especially in the US, and over 50 actually now. We're on 60 or 55 near on 60 stores. We sell t-shirts they sell t-shirts and fucking dresses. It's not even expensive. They're just stealing loot. It's not even expensive stuff. And it's not even branded stuff. It's not
it
like
happened. Do you remember in the UK when that kid was killed in London? There were riots all over the country. Was it 2011? Something like that.
Yeah, it was. I was fucking holed up in my fucking cocktail bar.
I remember I had to drive over to my parents because the dog was dying that night. And there was a riot, a full-blown riot in Salford that I had to pass through. And as I was driving on the underpass, fucking bricks and shit were falling down. Nobody was protesting shit. They were just burning
it's not
shit and
protest.
stealing
It's just
shit.
burning and stealing. That's literally it. I would understand, and I genuinely would, burning a fucking, where a police station. If you're reading a protest against the police, burn the fucking police station. Fine. Burn the cop cars. But don't burn small businesses.
Dumbest thing
or even
you've
large,
ever said right there.
or even like the Apple Store and a few other places I won't mention. But you know what I mean? Like
Just shouldn't burn fucking anything.
Don't
No.
fucking burn anything. That's
Especially in
crazy.
America
All
because
the
they will
people who are
shoot.
out there,
Listen, guys, Darth Jacob wants to come in and scream at everybody.
yeah,
in a vaguely
I'm going to have a
high-pitched voice.
cigarette.
No, Natalie, I was going to do the same. So I'm going to jump out first. Darth Jacob's going to smoke. Steve's going to run
But I
rule
really
the
want a
roost
cigarette.
for about 5
You
minutes.
vape?
You can still go and have one, Natalie. Don't you worry about it.
Fuck's sake.
Hello.
Hi, Jacob.
Hey.
Well, this looks like the last lockdown lock-in.
Until Smoke Steve takes over.
There you go, brother. There you go.
Smoke Steve's. I've always thought that Smoke Steve would be better host anyway than that Hayden guy. In it.
No,
Oh, come on. He actually hated
Come on.
gives all of us a platform. Come on.
If I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna need like everyone to totally be there to support me because I don't really know what in the fuck I'm doing anyway. So,
Well,
if it's hang around, bro. I bought a laptop
I think I have
today.
the same.
Well, I'll be around on Saturdays, mate. So
There you
Darth
go.
Jacob, I
Post the
think I
link in
have the
chat
same
for you.
thing as you do. This thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, the same. Yeah, I do have the same pop filter.
Yeah, but you have a better mic than I do. That's for damn sure.
Well, I'm a voiceover artist, so I better
Artist?
actually make sure to guess technology.
Oh,
Can you give us a little test of something you've done?
A voiceover demo?
Yeah, just right now, just from the cuff.
Okay.
Well, we know
No,
he's not Ozyman
not
reviews.
look it up. I mean,
Sure.
just talking to the mic like you would be doing something.
Okay. All right. Let me do this.
Vegemite. Do Vegemite.
Ready?
Go.
Vegemite.
All right. I'll do a recreation of a Holden advert.
Okay.
All right. The all-new Holden Commodore for only $29,990 drive away.
That is outstanding.
I think that would only work in this
It's good.
country. Over
Yeah,
here,
definitely
everyone would be
only
like,
work
what
in
the
your
fuck?
country.
Oh, wait,
Yeah, but
really? Really?
Pretty
Yeah.
slick.
Okay.
Pretty slick,
Let's
though.
try
Pretty
let's
slick.
try a BT advert.
BT.
BT has the greatest telecom
No, they don't.
communication in the
Lies.
country.
Lies.
That is why.
Lies. Lies.
Pretty good.
Interlude's got a little.
I deal with them. I've dealt with BT for many years, and I
Hey,
no, sorry.
Okay, so how about Virgin?
No.
Well, which one do you
Speak with-
want?
No,
no,
Darth
that was
Jacob,
good.
speak
You
with
did good.
truth. What do you
You-
represent? Who pays you the most?
Okay. BT Telecoms is shit. There are a bunch of dumbasses who don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
No, they don't.
That's it. Darth's
No.
never getting a BT gig again.
BT own the basic infrastructure, therefore they think they know how. No, okay. I need to go for
Well,
a cigarette.
thank you, conservatives, for privatizing BT Telecoms. Since then, their services are shit.
It's not even that, man. It's just fucking shit.
Well, it's shit. Anyway, buy a new internet provider. No, buy Virgin. Buy
Yeah,
whatever
go to
the fuck
Virgin.
you want.
Everyone should go to Virgin, man. Yeah, for real.
Okay, let's try Virgin. Virgin. They
hikes
are
the
very
prices every
good.
freaking
They have
year.
the best
Virgin,
internet
we're not
provider
BT.
in the world. They're better than Viagra. Okay, then let's try Viagra. Viagra. It is so romantic to know how big your dick is. The biggest dick in the world. That is why good Viagra can make your dick long.
You don't write your voiceover stuff, do you?
No, I don't think he does. That's awful.
Oh, come on. I made my own voiceover demo.
He works on it. I mean,
Well, I'm a
He works.
developer. I'm developing at it. So, besides,
he's
I'm
young.
using it
It's fine, man. It's
anyway.
fine.
I'm 22 years old.
22. You're young, man. Jesus.
What do you
I
expect?
don't like it when we
I
have
would
younger
be?
people than me on this show.
How's your pancreas?
My pancreas. If you met my cleach, you know, I still have the hairiest one.
Smoke Steve
Yeah.
showing us some flowers.
Yeah,
Oh,
you do
okay.
that, Smoke Steve. I'm gonna
that-
go
are
on
those-
mute.
Are those poppy
And-
plants?
Fuck off for a cigarette.
City Rehab
Yeah.
said where I am
20-foot
in
poppy.
Australia.
Yep, I got it.
I'm from the New South Wales far north coast.
Damn high, man. That's a big poppy.
Is it?
You
Is
know, I
everything
took-
trying? Like,
I took a page out of the old Smoke
hello,
Steve
Hayden. Welcome back.
playbook tonight. Smoke Steve.
Hello, Jacob. How
What'd you
doing?
do? What? You outside? What are you doing?
No,
On
I,
trampoline? What do you got?
I'm just saying. Yeah, instead of, you know, I didn't want to make a fool of myself and open a bottle of wine. So what I'm saying is I took a page out of the old Smoke Steve playbook.
Oh, box?
Never mind, Smoke
He
Steve.
smoked some weed.
Oh, I'm with you. Jesus. Okay. Yeah, see, that's what weed does, you know. Now I'm a little stoned, so it's slow on the uptake there. Homeboy, sorry.
So, AFib,
Right.
what's been going on in America?
Oh man, it's like everything.
How long you got?
Everything's burning to the ground. It's we have an incompetent president. It's just crazy over here.
Does that include an incompetent media and incompetent Democrats and incompetent twats and tossers and wankers?
Yes.
Everything's fucked.
Well, I mean, you can
I
point
love-
fingers in a lot
I
of different directions if you want.
Do you not love the little grin on his face when he says rude words? Beautiful.
I'm happy. I actually don't give a shit about the world anyway.
Good call. Fuck him, right?
Jacob,
Fuck him.
Jacob, you should grow one of those wicked handlebar mustaches. You have the perfect face for it, dude. It will look
Oh,
cool.
don't worry. All I have to do is just shave off this goatee, and you'll see my best mustache.
Let's see it.
One sec.
Freddie
I do have a
Mercury
photo- I
Jr.
do have a photo of it. I'll try and find it. Hopefully, it's still around here somewhere.
Can't wait to see it.
Hang on, it's on the internet. I'll just check.
Do you got any riots going on over there, Smoke Steve?
Natalie's watching us. Natalie's watching us on the toilet.
We had two
Imagine
Black
if
Lives Matter protesters in town.
brought her in and she's shitting on the toilet.
They were
My wife wanted me to ask you exactly because are you in North Carolina, Smoke Steve?
Massachusetts, my brother.
Massachusetts,
So far off.
Boston, Massachusetts,
So far off.
home of JFK.
Yep. And George Bush Sr. was born in Massachusetts.
Oh,
Natalie, you don't piss in
Milton,
the kitchen. Come on.
And then he moved to Texas.
Alex,
You
how
got
you
it.
doing? Never mind these fuckers talking bollocks about places we'll never visit. How you doing, fella? You looking well? You looking better?
Yeah, not so bad. Still on the tramadol, but only at night now, so pretty much.
Could
back to
you dye
normal.
your hair, please?
Or your skull.
Nah, mate. Sorry.
The ginger's really fucking unsettling. Just saying.
Yeah, it's because I'm wearing a red shirt.
Is that what it is? Does it offset?
Yeah, it magnifies it.
Biscuit vapes, those eyebrows are a fucking disgrace. Get them trimmed.
They're still growing. Look, I ain't got all of them back yet.
Way too big, way too bushy.
There's none there.
No, there is. There's plenty. Get rid. Get rid. Aphid would look so surprised without eyebrows.
I had to trim them up today because they were getting. I don't know if you know who Andy Rooney is from 60 Minutes, but he was this old guy that was on this 60 Minutes show we used to have. But his eyebrows got like super long, and my eyebrows were getting like I could see them in my vision, so I had to trim them this morning. Actually,
Sorry, the aggressive.
I don't
cat
think it's a
has come
trim
to
that
see
he had
me.
in mind.
Oh yeah.
Andy Rooney would be like, so
Okay, so
what?
here's my mustache. Here's my mustache.
Oh,
Wow. Pretty cool, man.
that's
Yeah,
good.
that's my mustache. That's before COVID-19, so
You look about 50 in that photo.
Yeah, right. Looks
yeah.
Ricardo Montalban or something. What the fuck? Is that real? Is that a painting? That was just.
That's a photo op. I had that. I was doing that at my talent agency.
You have a talent agency?
Yeah, I'm with a talent agency.
He's a popular dude. That Jacob's not just one of us ordinary fucking.
Yeah.
Clearly not. Clearly not.
He's popular.
Yeah, so anything you want to continue on, like anything in America, Britain, wherever the fuck.
Yeah, it's all fucked.
Everything's
all
fine.
fucked.
Everything's great. What are you talking about?
How's it in
Fucking
Manchester?
better.
Any big shit in Manchester?
It's
Protests,
fucking
riots?
no.
The only new thing in my life is that from Monday, I'm not allowed to leave the house and get a bus without wearing this fucking thing. Got to wear a face mask now.
What was that, a
and they're
song?
useless. No, it's
Biscuit vapes are just going to make a better room, dude. You keep drinking.
Yeah.
You don't go anywhere though.
I'm not going anywhere.
I want those fucking eyebrows gone tonight.
Not happening.
I wonder if the UK will go for another ride like in 2011.
Why not? Why? Well, they are happening in London. They are happening in London. It's kicking off, so give it time.
Yeah, not so much.
Yeah, well,
Burn it all.
who knows? There'll probably be another ride like over England, like how they are burning many businesses in Manchester, Lancashire. I don't know, probably in Essex or other places. Wouldn't be surprised because if 2011 so another riot, the worst.
No,
is
we
the
won't. We're
90s.
pussies. We won't do that. We'll do the whole stiff upper lip
We're
and
pussies.
be bigger than the US and like
We
you
are-
know.
We
walk
are one
along
of the
the
few
road.
nations in recent years where a riot changed government policy, which was the poll tax riots in the 90s. We actually
Not
changed.
really done a lot
Granted,
since, though, have they?
well, there's not been anything people have felt out of pocket about, apart from when
About the
fuel
Iraq
went
war,
expensive.
though.
When fuel went expensive, we did blockade the fuel refineries and got that changed for a while till the government made that illegal. The Iraq war, let's face it,
Yeah.
who gives a fuck? You know,
Well-
it has to affect people's lives. It has to affect people's lives for people to feel that passionate about it. And
But even
I
when
hate
it
to
does
break
affect
it.
people's lives, we're living in a world where everyone's living and eating up the fucking mainstream, man.
No, it has
Well,
to be
to
to an
me-
intolerable level.
Well, to me, I actually think that any
Really?
I actually
Yeah, really, that's how it
any
works.
I
That's how
think
it
any
works.
civil disobedience is better civil disobedience, whether
Okay,
it's
so-
on the left or right. Like
Let's-
taking a knee or actually started to blockade, any type of civil disobedience. I love rebellion. If it's on the left or the right, then it's good rebellion. Besides, it
How
tells you
worse is it gonna get?
bullshit
How
anymore.
worse is it gonna get?
Oh, what do you mean? How worse is it? Like, do you think it's worse now than it was,
No,
decades
no,
past? I mean,
no,
every
no.
generation thinks it's worse.
No,
you know,
of course, man. What I'm saying is, how worse is it gonna get before other people, the norms, before they start taking to the
Yeah, it has
fucking
to,
streets?
well, it has to affect their lives negatively. Right now,
Yeah,
they're not in a
yeah.
position where anything's crushing them yet. Give it
I
time.
don't give a fuck.
Give it time.
Who
When it
else is in
hurts
the
them,
fucking
they'll do
streets?
it. That's how it
No,
works.
because now
That's how-
we're allowed out. We're allowed out. What is it?
Do you-
Retail is going to be
Oh.
opening in 2 Mondays' time. Yep, on the 15th.
15th.
So now we can go
Do
out
you-
and buy eyeliner. Brilliant.
Thank God.
I know.
Like, do you think
Right.
do you think the way how this COVID-19 situation and the control freak police is going, do you think there'll be another police officer in the UK getting killed?
I hope not.
Doubt it.
Just to answer a couple of questions. Ready
Don't need it.
Kilowatt. You guys get rid of the TV tax or quit making fun of your teeth. We'd love to. Tell me where you're from. If it's from America, how dare you have an opinion, you sister fucking inbred piece of shit. There we
Come
go.
on, we got rid of
I
our
love
TV
stereotypes.
license.
I love stereotypes. Here's one. The Iraq War did affect people's lives, namely of the entire Middle East, for fuck's sake. Apparently,
they're not
you
over
didn't
here,
listen
right?
properly.
Not in my
here,
back
it
garden.
fucking didn't. So I'm
Exactly,
not going to
man.
go out and burn down Argos because of what's happening in fucking Iraq. And nor did you,
Yep.
prick. So don't make out like you
Never
were doing
did.
anything. for the profession.
100%. No, he's
It didn't
completely
affect
right.
our country.
Sorry.
It affected-
Hayden's
it
completely
affected
right.
almost
We did have all
every-
those pro
lot
and
of people.
anti-Brexit marches, didn't we? They didn't do fuck all either.
That's nothing to riot
Anti-pro.
about, though.
Well,
That's
Bro.
not what causes a riot. A riot requires deprivation. It
well, I
requires
wonder
deprivation.
if we'll ever rejoin the EU one day.
Give a fuck.
We've
Next.
not even left the fucking thing yet.
We
Yeah.
did leave the EU. You guys are still in the economic area.
That's
No,
what we
we-
initially
we-
signed up to, right?
We're still in the EU at the moment.
No,
Yeah.
you're not. You left in January. You guys are only in the economic area.
No,
no
dude,
longer.
No, we're not.
Jacob,
It was
Jacob, stop
extended.
fucking time.
Yeah.
I've had thousands of people pecking my fucking head about this for 3 years. To all intents and purposes, at this point in time, we are still in the EU, tied to every rule, regulation, and everything else. It has not changed yet. We have not officially left. We've said we are leaving. We are still in a negotiation phase where everything continues. To all intents and purposes, stop believing the bollocks. We are still in the EU.
But why don't we have a seat in the EU Parliament anymore?
Oh, fucking hell.
Not anymore. We never did in the first fucking place, man. That was never
No,
how it's created.
Did you see? They took
Jacob,
off the flag
Jacob,
of
stop.
Parliament.
Number one, the MPs in the European, the MEPs mean fuck all anyway. They don't propose laws, they just rubber stamp laws. Number one. Number two, I've just told you nothing has changed. Every rule, regulation, law, policy, everything still is in effect. We have not
Okay.
left the EU yet.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
There you go.
Yeah.
Like I'm just saying, once we leave on January, do you
We?
think we may have, like you guys leave on January.
All
do
right.
you
Okay.
think
Fine.
there's a possibility that you guys may return in the future?
No.
No, and give a fuck,
It'll be
man.
too much hassle.
COVID.
I'm not
COVID.
entirely sure the EU is going to be worth a shit in about 10, 20 years anyway. So, you know.
That's fine, but
Well,
COVID
you
has
know that
taken over
Turkey-
everything.
That Sir Keir Starmer is not ruled out freedom of movement in the future.
You'd
But
have to
doesn't
win an
it,
election
Germany,
first.
Germany owes you. Owns
But the
you.
guy that got off
Okay.
fucking
doesn't it seem like
You
in
know.
theory the conglomeration of all the countries working together like states together could work, but wasn't
No,
it?
it's It's a beautiful idea, Steve. I love the original idea of what the EU was meant to be, the trading bloc. And the idea of the EU is quite a beautiful idea. But in the same way that communism is a beautiful idea, but ideas should stay in there.
Well,
you know,
we have freedom of movement with New Zealand. New Zealanders can come to our country and stay, get a job, and work without a visa. So
tell that to the Maori people. You know,
Maori.
They can come. They can come to Australia. They can actually get a house without a visa, live in Australia without a visa, and get a work
without
a visa.
no strings attached. Everything's good. And what the fuck is on his face?
Go on, Biscuit Face.
We can still deport New Zealand criminals.
Not criminals. We thought of Australia exactly the same as the way that you see New Zealanders. No,
I don't mind them coming. You know, we have a trans partnership.
I don't mind them.
We have a trans partnership.
At least they can fucking, you know.
The fact of the matter is, we have a trans partnership agreement with New Zealand that allows border access, so they can have freedom of movement. They can come to New Zealand.
Look, man, there's one reason that you're on this channel, because you don't believe the fucking things that these people put on fucking paper, because they're not fucking true, because it doesn't happen in real life.
Well, it proves that you don't need an EU Parliament to have freedom of movement.
Freedom of movement does not happen between New Zealand and Australia. It does not happen.
Darth, I'm going to be totally honest with you, and this is going to sound terrible. Nobody gives a fuck what happens in Australia.
I'm not over there. I'll put it down.
I'm just giving you guys an example that you don't need an EU Parliament to have freedom of movement.
No, that wasn't the well. Do you know what? I think you're missing something. Australia and New Zealand, we have freedom of movement. That's two countries. The European Union is made up of many very, very old countries with very different cultures, very different rules, very different ideas. It's actually a logistical nightmare.
Whoa, easy.
Well, not to mention quite recent civil unrest and wars and whatnot happened within Europe within the last 60, 70 years.
Well, I'll give you another example that you have freedom of movement.
We got ourselves a thinker.
Once you leave in January, this January, there's one country that you'll still have freedom of movement with, Ireland.
And
I don't want to go there,
no
so
one
I don't
over
really
there.
fucking care.
Exactly.
You'll still
There's
get
no one
our
over there.
people.
It's shit.
Apparently, it matters for the dairy farmers, though, right? They'll be able
Fuck
to
off,
have...
Happy Dog. Just
They're
very
never
quickly.
happy.
Fuck off, Happy Dog.
A common travel area, you know? Besides.
Natalie has been very angry just lately. It has to be said.
I've been fine.
Too much milk, Hayden. Probably bad digestion. You know, dairy
Well,
farmers.
in the future, I expect, and probably who knows, within 10 to 15 years, that you'll eventually get freedom of movement again with other EU countries and probably Norway.
We don't need it. We don't need it. What 10 minutes on the internet to get a visa and spend £3? Who cares? OPCW Guta, are you German? Is that why you're coming out with all this really weird shit that we don't understand?
Yeah, it's weird because I think that we can still, all of us, internationally travel, but certain countries have to, 2 weeks quarantine in and then 2 weeks quarantine back into the originating quarantine.
I think you should have that
country.
anyway. I think we should have that anyway.
I think we should have that anyway because people are germs and
just people.
But how do we deal with that on the fucking underground? You know what I mean?
Oh, burn it, fill it full of concrete. Fuck it, dreadful thing. Dreadful
I have
thing.
to get to work,
Stinks.
Hayden.
Oh, get a car.
I
Move somewhere
have a
better.
car.
Move somewhere better.
Get an e-bike much faster than a car in London.
No, actually, genuinely, if I drove into my workplace, it's the same distance. It's the same time. 55 minutes.
Oh, you need to move somewhere else. That's dreadful.
Yeah.
No, I love where I live.
Look, he's being mysterious. This guy. I asked him if he was German. I don't know if he's answering me, but
Interesting stuff.
Oh no!
Anyways,
Here we go. The EU is an economic union. It is about far more than just traveling. But you will, dude. We know you're not
Far more than
educating.
traveling.
You're not educating anyone here. I know that you sat there thinking, "God, I'm so much cleverer because I understand." Everyone
Because
else
I'm
knows.
putting things between.
I know.
Here's the
it's not
thing.
the EU.
I don't give a fuck about Britain being a small country again. I'm perfectly happy with that.
Well, we'll
I
see
don't
what happens
fucking
in
care
10 years.
because the fact is, this small country, 2 world wars and 1 World Cup. You fucking asshole. There we go.
what was the World Cup? What year was the World Cup in? What year
Oh, we
was
don't.
it?
1966.
Yeah. Was
There's a
anyone
little while
alive
ago.
at that point?
But you know,
or-
is anyone alive? There's many. Hayden, surely you're no. Anyone?
Hey,
Not my dad. No.
No,
Anyone
I
else's
was-
dad?
I
If
was
I
not
don't
born in
ask it-
1966. My dad was born in 1938. So, yeah.
if I
My
don't
dad was
ask
born
it,
in
I'll forget it.
1950s.
What's the deal with EU Watch? Is she out? Is it gone? Non Friday? No mas? I mean,
No, she's allowed in here. I don't care.
all right.
Hey.
I
'cause
mean, obviously,
Me?
the only problem is if she gets too into the Holocaust denial, Twitch
Yeah.
will ban us again. Yeah, or will ban us.
you
and
got
YouTube
banned
might.
for that?
No, that wasn't. No, we've only been banned because of me, not because of anybody else, just because of me.
Well, to be honest, I'm not a big fan of banning just because people just get pissed about Holocaust. The only thing I think is let that person make him or herself look like an idiot. You know.
Here's the
You're
deal.
banned.
Here's the deal. It's their platform, their rules, their game. You know,
Yep.
what I mean, that's
Yeah.
the way it works. Whether you
Well,
like it
fair
or not,
enough. Fair enough.
that's how it is.
Fair enough. But isn't it terms and conditions a contract?
Dude, do you know what? Don't even try. Oh, that is EU Watch. Oh, that explains the German patriotism for a failed nation that's desperately trying to attain superiority via economic measures in the
Yeah.
EU. As the EU collapses, and then you realise that this little island kept fucking beating you. So
I
that's
snipped
how
her
it
out,
goes.
man.
Well,
I
here's
knew
the
it was
well, who knows what
her.
will happen in 10 to 15 years, you know? If we leave the EU, that does not mean we leave forever.
Yes,
Oh
it
wait,
does.
are we still talking about the fucking Brexit
Shut your dirty
happening
mouth.
between 10 of me?
Oh,
If
come
we
on,
leave, it's
I was
forever.
born in the EU in
No.
early 2000.
I think we have more important things to talk about right now, like
I
you
don't.
know the BBC does. I think we have more important things to talk about right now than fucking Brexit, as in global police
Yeah.
state.
Dominic Cummings.
Oh, well, here's the thing. Don't
Etc.
assume anything can happen. If people can claim that Donald Trump will be president, then surely one day he says, we'll never leave the EU. Won't be coming back. Who knows? We'll see. We got 10 to 15 years.
Darth
With a
Jacob.
But I'd like to
What
know,
the
Darth
fuck
Jacob.
does anything mean anymore?
You're not going to make any friends around here talking that kind of filth.
Does he?
We voted
what
to
I'd like
leave.
to know is
That's
when
it. We
the
don't
UK
want it.
Space
And what
Agency
someone in Australia
will
thinks
get
is fucking
contracts
irrelevant.
Yeah.
Well, eventually
Get
I'll
your
get British
upside down.
citizenship.
Upside
Well, we still
down
shouldn't.
bullshit.
Space Agency going to get its finger at his ass and do something important.
Who?
Oh, no, what? Well,
The
here's
UK
the
Space
thing.
Agency.
Getting British citizenship one day.
It's flown one rocket in its entire existence.
Right, what we're going to do? Darth Jacob.
I
we're
have
just going to
British family in the EU, in England.
Oh, dude, you're Australian. You're practically British anyway. It's fine. It's fine. We're just
No,
going to have a
he's
wee
not.
shuffle, dude. You sit tight.
He's really
it's
not.
fine.
No.
He is.
All
He's
right,
the, off,
we're
he's the
having good
offshoot
fun
of the
anyway.
shit we threw away.
We're having
He's the
good fun
offshoot of the
anyway,
shit
so.
we threw away. It's fine.
Like that.
I
We
like the
have
Australians.
different
I mean, they
anyway,
whine
you know.
a lot.
This way.
They whine a lot and they drink beer in tiny little glasses. But apart from that, they're generally okay because they're very
little
far away.
stubs. They like to
Well,
drink
it's
beer in
fine,
little
you know.
stubbies.
Here's the thing: we have different opinions, but that's good because we challenge our views. We actually probably make it better or broader.
No, not really.
And it's strange if they have the
Dude.
giant Foster cans and the little
Darth
tiny
Jacob,
glasses.
Darth Jacob, here's what you do in this situation. Just if I can give you some advice, just say,
Sorry.
just say this, Darth Jacob. Oh, fuck off, Natalie. That's it. Just say that.
Oh,
Oh.
fuck off, Natalie!
There
Natalie,
you go.
What did
Natalie,
he just say? Are you going to stand for that, Natalie?
Just let you know that was recorded. It will be on YouTube.
Right. So
Look at
let's
it.
Let's get Darth Jacob to do some
Can't believe I did
intro
that
stuff
for
for my
2
new
seconds.
channel.
Alex, I'm just going to shuffle you out for a minute, dude.
I've got a feeling
I'll
that
be very
someone's
happy
going
to
to
do.
get.
If you need any intros, I'll be very happy to do it.
All
Oh,
right.
Oh,
You
we've
want
got
an
a black
intro?
screen from PB. We were too slow. We were.
Oh,
PB?
PB.
He's
Oh.
gone.
Who's PB?
Oh, no,
That's the drunk
wait,
lady from
mate,
last week.
Mate, where are you? PB, show your face.
Yeah, and maybe her
Chill out.
male
It's all
friend
right.
will tell us that he's going to kill us. and
Show
our
your
families
face.
again.
Show your
That was
face.
awesome.
Show your face.
I will hunt you down again. Will you really,
I
mate?
think
Great.
PB, you have to unplug it, plug it back in again. Be good
Hey,
to go.
Alan Reeder said, dump the TV license and gaff tape Dominic coming into a phone box.
What do you know? We don't even have phone boxes anymore.
Yes, we did.
Police public call box?
Uh, When was the last time you saw a fucking phone box, Hayden?
I go past
There's one
one
at
every.
bottom of my
I go past
screen.
one every day.
What, the
It
one?
works. It works.
The one.
Hayden, you think it works?
Here's what
I've
Scotty
never
said.
Oh, I don't know. I don't.
Jacob
I,
was great.
nobody.
When was the last
Jacob,
time
for
you-
fuck's sake, Jacob, it's all right to stop to take a breath sometimes, dude. Relax.
I'm autistic and ADHD, so.
I know, so that's why I'm
Okay,
saying
buddy.
just relax a second.
Oh,
I'm
that's
not,
a,
I'm not
that's a
calling
lot
you.
of like.
I'm not calling you Hitler, dude. I'm just saying let someone else get word. That's all right. It's
No,
all right,
I'm,
mate.
I'm going to message him
Oh.
and I'll call him Hitler. That's fine.
Oh, it's
That-
okay,
Jacob
No
just
worries,
gets
brother.
excited. Don't take it hard on yourself, dude. If I tell you to shut up, it's just because I'm being. Well, actually, I'm just telling you to shut up.
Yes,
And same here.
I'm not the one who
Dude,
tries
man,
to cause issues.
I'm just being a cunt.
Jacob, you don't cause any fucking issues, dude. Don't take it hard on yourself. I'm just going to let you know when someone else wants to get a word in. That's all.
Okay,
It's
yeah,
all good. It's all good, dude. It's all good.
And
Steve, you were
genuinely,
gonna
man,
say something. Oh, you fucked. You
Darth
can't say anything
Jacob,
either.
your name is the fucking best.
Thank you very, very much.
I mean,
I've
like,
actually
Darth
always-
Steve is bullshit. Darth Hayden, that's quite nice. Darth Biscuit Vapes is bullshit. Darth Natalie, no. But Darth Jacob,
Hang on a second. What the fuck's he wearing? Look at the fucking
what I mean?
state of that dude.
Oh,
Who
for
told
fuck's
you that
sake.
was a good? You look like the illegitimate son of George Galloway. What are you doing?
You were the one that said you didn't like seeing the ginger.
Yeah, but that's more disturbing. Is that a special hat? Is that what
No,
you
it's not a
use when you
hat,
go out
man.
on the?
This
you
is
go
my
out on the,
special
you know,
hat, yeah.
we all have
you're on the pole.
hats, right? I can go get a whole
Yeah, I wear
myriad of
this on the
hats.
pole.
Surely.
Is
One
that-
day it'll work.
I bet you get mad pussy when you wear that going out. Look at him, Steve. Am I right or am I wrong? Look at him. I bet he has
not
to beat
bad.
him off with a fucking stick.
Look, imagine this. If he really looks like George Galloway's son, he could be an
Yeah.
illegitimate son.
Bruh.
Please don't compare me to George fucking Galloway.
That's literally what Hayden just said. Darth Jacob, get yourself a nice hat. Get yourself a nice, cute hat.
Well, he has hair, so dude,
Well, I
cut
have
the
a
hair,
hat.
spike it up. You know, let's.
Yeah, just
No.
get a cute hat. I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna do the same. Right now, I'm gonna do the same.
You're
In
gonna
fact,
get
I
a hat.
actually have I'll show
Natalie?
you what hat I was
I
wearing.
have many hats.
You're a woman of many hats.
I'm a woman. Nothing
Gotcha.
else. I've got.
By the way,
That's
what I'm
that.
going to do,
That's
I'm
all
going
you
to
got.
interrupt. I'm going to interrupt everybody to say if you'd like to help support the TW project, I have to. Apparently, I never say this. So,
Yeah,
if you'd like
please.
to, you can go to triggerwarning.tv. Click the button, say support TW. It'll take you to Patreon, patreon.com/triggerwarningtv. And on there, you can sign up to become our patron. All the money goes into the software licenses, the hosting, and all the other shit we have to do to keep this shit show on the road. We are going back in this year. We have got more interviews. We could just got more of everything coming up. And if you'd like to help out with that, please do. If you can't or don't want to give money, that's cool. Share the links, get them out there, and help us grow like a virus,
Like a mushroom.
like a
That
novel
doesn't grow.
coronavirus.
Like a novel.
Links in the chat.
Exactly.
Like
In
a
the- here's my
mushroom,
point,
Natalie.
Trevor.
What the
Trigger
fuck is
warning is the best way you can have the good
Mushroom.
fun. Hayden
Oh yeah.
is the
So we
creator,
should have,
one of the creators of Live League. So if you want to support him, go to PayPal or Patreon. He's
I think
Oh
awesome.
you
Jesus.
probably just fucked it by mentioning Live League.
Yeah, a little bit.
that?
Darth Jacob, can you do like a bit more of a
Alex,
like a manly sound? Like a manly
sound.
sound.
Patreon.
Oh, we've got a ceiling.
But okay, less Australian, but
Mainly sound.
Darth Jacob,
Less
can you make it sound like this? Support Trigger Warning on patreon.com.
Okay, I will.
Oh,
Let's try
that's
to-
done. That's done. That's good. No, don't even bother, mate. That's fine.
Come on down to Country Boys Pulled Pork, where we pull your pork until it's done.
Trigger warning. The best way when no one gives a shit.
PB, how you doing?
Is that another female?
Yeah, she's going to tell us all about a garden.
What are we
I'm
looking
sure.
at here? What are we looking
Now
at
you want
here?
to? Okay, here's a photo of the hat I'm
What are
wearing.
we looking at?
I think that's PB's couch. I think
Hmm.
PB's having issues. She's definitely having issues.
She's not
tonight.
having issues. She's died.
PB's
Oh, no.
down.
Anywhere but.
Oh, PB's
I'll do the
back up.
same, but my computer will be
No,
SOD.
PB's not died.
Oh.
Is that the
She's-
same woman? Is that the same girl who actually mentioned the Holocaust denial?
Oh
Or is
yeah,
that-
no,
No, but
No,
she
no, no,
is
no, no, no,
waiting.
that's
no,
the Swedish lady.
Excuse me. No, not the Swedish lady, the German lady. She is waiting
Whatever.
to come on at the moment. So
PB. What's up,
Hey,
lady?
girl. Hey,
we can't
Half
hear
of
you,
your
PB.
face is in the screen.
Yeah,
PB, put your
can't hear
face
you.
in the middle. Face
small
in the middle.
PP, small PP.
Smoke Steve, you do realise you're saying put your face in the middle when your face
Sorry,
is like
I'm
this.
looking. What do you mean?
Don't do
see
it like I do. Don't do it like I do.
The Holocaust. Remember that? You know the girl
Love it.
who actually mentioned the Holocaust denial?
Yeah,
I
Darth
wonder
Jacob,
if-
she's waiting. She's waiting to talk to you right now.
She's
We'll
right
bring
there,
her in
man.
soon.
Well, hey, PB,
Fuck
what's
sake.
up?
PB,
Okay,
we
man.
can't hear you, I'm afraid. We can't
Turn
hear you
on
at
the
all.
microphone.
We can't hear you, PB.
We
Blah blah
can't
blah blah.
hear
We
you.
can't hear you, babe.
No, shouting doesn't help. There's nothing coming through. I'm sorry.
There's a
All right, let me check
microphone
myself.
thing on the bottom.
Shouting doesn't help.
Click on the
We
microphone
can't hear
thingy.
you.
No,
That's
don't
what
look
I
at that.
used to look like.
That's what
Wow.
you used to look like. Well,
No
that was a few
way.
pies ago, wasn't it, our kid?
Biscuit
Eh?
vapes. Whereabouts do you live? Like,
Biscuit
what's
vapes.
going down?
Used to sing for the Cure there.
I mean,
Yeah,
I know,
that guy.
That
I
was
know
eight,
that,
8 years ago.
only
He's
8.
been, he's been,
Eight
yeah,
years
but
ago.
Natalie, he's been pregnant since then. Don't mock him.
Yeah, I've gained 10 stone.
PB, I'm sorry, we can't hear you at all. Go and get your shit fixed, and then we'll bring you back in. We can't hear you at all.
Why do you think a microphone?
We have got Ilsa She-Wolf of the SS though. Hello. Oh, just
Oh,
in time for you to
God.
pick your nose.
Hey-o.
Is that the
Yep.
same girl? Is that the same one who did the Holocaust denial or not?
Cheers, can you hear what I say?
Yes, we
We
can
can
hear you,
hear
babe.
you.
Okay, because I have a mic. I bought a microphone.
Mike,
Oh,
what a
well
cunt.
done,
Yeah.
you.
Very well
you.
done.
Welcome to Germany. Welcome from Germany.
Welcome
Yes.
from Germany.
Welcome for England.
But anyway, excuse me?
Remember, legal disclaimer: any mention of Holocaust denial will get you arrested in Germany.
I know,
What?
but I had to.
Hey,
She does not give a single fuck, Jacob. You've got
No,
so
Well,
much
the
to
German
learn.
police will be watching this.
She still doesn't give a single fuck.
It's not about her, it's about trigger warning and their fucking platform. If,
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
More
Yeah, I
problems they
mean,
won't
we could
Exactly,
get
man.
shake hand.
Please don't bring it up.
Besides, she's been
No,
very
do you know what?
cordial
In
the last
fairness,
couple
I'm
of
gonna.
days.
In fairness, I don't think she was out and out doing the Holocaust denial. I think she has just some
No.
issues with it, which I will always point out are fucking stupid, but they're her right to have them. So we've said that now. That's done. Let the poor girl talk about something else for a change instead of just Jews. I'm
Like,
sure she
hey,
has more
babe.
things to tell us.
Hey,
I know-
how
I
the
know-
fuck is your
all I'm
lockdown
saying
going?
is, in Germany,
What's
any
in the-
mention of the Holocaust denial
Excuse me?
will get you arrested. In
What's
Germany.
in the glass?
That
my
is,
darling.
I think it's a British drink. It is
How
Really?
sours.
Why?
Apple.
Sours?
You know that?
Fuck off.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
Why?
in
No, I'm
the
out.
UK.
I'm out.
that's
Hayden,
like,
no, put me out.
that's for
I'm,
like
I'm good.
teenagers.
This is disgusting.
Natalie,
I'm drinking too much beer and whiskey.
€4.
Alexa!
It costs
Two,
I thought it
two,
was
two
Natalie.
minutes.
I thought it
2
was going to
minutes.
be some exotic, like German beer. Like,
Sours.
yeah, show us how it is.
Sours.
Like, what's the good shit? And then
Fucking
sours.
hell.
Yeah.
4 euros.
Sours.
Hey, if you think that's something, when she's finished that, she's going to break out the fucking Mad Dog.
Mad Dog, Night
Mad Dog
Train.
fun.
Well, yeah, shit was
Thunderbird.
nasty.
Sours.
I
dude.
mix it with
No, I'm
Thunderbird
out.
pear one.
I put vodka in it.
Hayden, man, if you want to bring in anyone else, I'm good.
Wow.
5 minutes.
Are you having a problem, Natalie?
I'm gonna have a cigarette.
Oh, I thought you were going to be sick.
Okay, sorry for the sour.
All right, you
almost.
go have a cig. We'll bring you back in when you feel better.
When I can sours. Yeah.
Natalie, sorry about the Metallica bashing last week.
I don't
you
give a
like
fuck about anything else right now, but sours.
all right,
sours.
sours. We're on the
Sours.
sours.
I promise not to mention Megadeth.
Megadeth. Look,
Here we go.
lovely man. I actually I chose a Megadeth song over a Metallica song for this
Wow.
week's show.
It's a very good
What
call.
about dark metal? Do you like dark metal?
Dark
all of it?
metal?
All of
What's
it.
what is dark metal? I'm not familiar with dark metal.
No. Darth.
Do you mean
Baker.
black metal?
All of it. Anything
about-
with a fucking heavy guys,
you-
you don't understand.
That's what I was referring to. Black metal. Now that you mention that, that's what I
Black
was referring
metal?
to. Black
Yes.
metal.
The only
How about
person
new metal?
I
And
can
you.
say that there's only a few people
No.
that listen to every fucking
Korn.
show that I've put on. Guys, listen right now.
Listen to me, I'm talking.
Thank you. I'm not Hayden, but I'm near enough. I fucking love metal, and this is why I've done the show. Tonight's show, or sorry, tomorrow night's show. I fucking love metal, and that's what you're gonna get.
That's all.
Including black metal?
There's no
where can
black
we-
metal tomorrow night.
It's not to watch. We'll call you Helga. Helga's a nice name. It's on
Speaking
Trigger
of
Warning.
Speaking of metal,
Darth, 1 second, dude. It's on Trigger Warning Radio, which you
Oh,
can
yeah,
listen
I would
to
like to
on
hear that.
Trigger Warning TV. It's fucking awesome. If you like metal, Natalie has
Yes,
all
it
the
fucking
best.
is.
Seriously.
oh, that's awesome. That's
And
awesome.
after Natalie's show, there's Beyond the Pale, which is fucking mental. It's absolutely it's bizarre.
that's
Which is by Daz, and then we've got Aphid Lip starting a show in the next week or so, and American Rebellion's going to be doing a live show on the radio station, and my radio show is starting. So there's lots going on. Make sure you tune in. Tell all your German friends.
I can
And
tell
all
my
your
brother.
German metal friends. We know
yes.
that those foreigners need to hear metal.
Preach.
And I know you fucking hear that. Like my other half is going to
Is
come
this
out
how you
in
say
the
yes,
bedroom.
Queen? Oh, is he going to come
Yes,
out of the
Queen.
bedroom?
Thank you.
I hope not.
Natalie, you ever play Deicide?
Deicide. Yeah, of course
Oh,
I've played
yeah.
Deicide once.
You do?
Yes.
Dead by Dawn?
You know
That is
Sir
a
Chris-
classic.
you know that
Listen,
Sir
man.
Christopher Lee-
Oh, have you ever played this
Lee.
band? Look, man.
Actually,
I'm 6. Guys, shut the fuck up. I've played.
Go.
I'm 6 months into my fucking show, and
6
what?
months.
Which means 24 weeks with two weeks off, 24 shows. Oh, have you played these guys? Yes.
No.
Have you played these guys? Maybe. Have you played these guys? No. You know what I
No,
mean?
that tune you said yes to, that Deicide song is Dead by Dawn. I think
Death
is,
by Dawn. Maybe.
That was his wedding song. That's what he had his first time.
Oh, is it? But you know what?
Okay, who's got
Snake
the
Steve.
volume turned up? Hold on. Who's
Yeah,
got the volume
someone's done
turned
it.
up?
Which volume?
Not me.
It's all right. It's stopped
Hey-o.
now. Imagine that.
Is it me?
Oh,
is it
funny
me?
that.
Is me?
No,
Yes,
I
it
know.
is.
It's all right. It's good. Hey
I'm gonna have a
guys,
quick
I'm
cigarette.
going to be
Right now.
I'm going to be 5 minutes. Keep it together, Steve. Remember,
Yeah,
this
I'm
is
gonna have a
dry
cigarette
one.
because you guys are a bunch of cunts.
Ah,
Interlude.
boo.
Hey, interlude.
That's what we say in
Interlude.
England.
Did you know that Sir Christopher Lee actually did heavy metal music?
Yes.
And give a fuck. You know what? How many people listen to his music?
Oh, come on! The legendary Sir Christopher Lee?
That's lovely, but how many people listen to his show?
Popularity
Yeah.
Well, there's a good thing. He killed Nazis.
He's dead. He's dead now. Nobody listens to Christopher Lee. He's
I shed the blood of the Saxon man.
See, Natalie's just left completely now. So here's Aphid to chill everybody out.
What's going on, guys?
Hey, Aphid, you're right next to Helga. That's nice.
I don't mind. I don't mind that.
We're gonna call you that because I'm not gonna call you EU Watch or you know who. We've just got to pick a name. So Anna. Oh, I was gonna say Brunhilde.
Or Granite? What was a P something Granite? Isn't that one of your other names?
It was me.
It's Anna. There we go. Guys, I'll be back in just a couple of minutes. I'm going to lose a few more viewers and step out.
Bye.
So,
oh fuck.
So, P70 Granite. Why have you changed your name so many times?
I didn't change it many times. This whole channel got blocked somehow. I couldn't log in. So
what was your original account?
Yeah, this Granite thing. Yeah.
What's that?
The Granite channel was the first one. You hear me?
Yeah,
okay, sorry. Because my microphone is.
No, you sound like enormously better than how you usually sound. So, no complaints there.
That's why it was in 16. I deleted the old one and made a new one.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to have two, right? So.
What was your original? Say it one more time. Your original account on LiveLeak. What was it called?
I think P700 Granite.
Okay, that's the one. That's the one. I used to always give you a hard time because you would be so anti-American. And you always had like American clothing on, so I was the guy that always pointed that out to you. I don't know if you remember.
American colony. We have your music.
It just seemed ironic to me that you would like if I wanted to complain about, let's say, North Korea, it'd be like if I had a North Korea jersey on when I was doing it. It would seem ironic. Do you understand how that came across?
But the problem is not the US as a country. The problem is your government. It's not the same, right? I like American culture and everything. I just don't like certain.
Do you know what the famous band in Germany has? Scooter.
Excuse me?
So Helga, what in particular are you talking about? Just be specific, and then we can get it out
there. What do you mean
there.
now? Excuse me, what do you mean?
Specific, like the exact things that you're talking about, because you're saying you like American culture, but you don't like the government. What exactly do you not like?
I don't like this big American military base in my city, for example. That they walk around and you see them. Foreign soldiers in our country. I don't like that. If they were Russians, I would say the same.
You would say the same thing.
Understand it.
Any foreign country, right? I guess it's an agreement we have with you, with our military, to have the base there. Diplomatic shit,
Agreement. I think it was 1945, and you came and you stayed. The Soviet Union left in 1992.
Hey, you know who? Do you actually hear much about the band Scooter?
Scooter, this is techno, no?
Yeah, the techno band Scooter.
Yeah, they were in my city, but I don't know. It's music that you have to be very drunk to like it, I think.
Here's the thing. Every time Scooter sings, they speak English.
Of course, it's a colonial language. We occupied. Everyone learns English for 10 years. If you want or don't want, doesn't matter. English from the first grade. University.
Well, here's a song from Scooter.
Oh my God, come on. I'm not that drunk yet.
Probably just enough to get us flagged by YouTube.
Do these guys...
Who's got the crap music playing? That's what I want to know. Oh, that's Scooter.
Come on, phone music.
Are they as do they hate America as passionately as you do? Scooter.
Okay, that's the lead singer.
I don't hate America. It's about your government. You also don't like the government.
I understand. I'm not too happy with the government right now either.
Do you think that
America's
these guys who The guys who are at this.
I know, but
large-
I feel like some of your anger has been a little jealousy.
I don't know. Look at my apartment. I mean, there's not much, but it has nothing to do with America. It's just empty. I don't make enough money for anything. But I own it. At least I own it. It's not bad.
That's good. Yeah, look at the bright side.
Is the
But you have
is the American military base providing some economic, like, some money for your town? Are they buying stuff? Are they
the town is Stuttgart. I guess you know this city. It's very big. We produce Mercedes-Benz here. So I
right?
guess it's a rich town. So I'm not sure that, of course, there are some people who work there, but most of them are, I think, American anyway. Most of the staff is American. They don't want any outsiders in there. I understand it.
Well, when we have a war in the Middle East, we need a staging area to bring our wounded soldiers and gas up the bombers. So
It's true. But why are you in the Middle East?
Actually,
That's
about
the point. You shouldn't be there at all.
what?
I think the war in Iraq is about oil.
Oh,
Iraq. Yeah,
No,
I don't know. Iraq was a shitty country.
All Middle Eastern wars are about oil.
Yeah, but fuck oil. I mean, you have enough oil on your own. You
The
have
Middle
oil,
East
I
has a
think
shitload of
America-
oil.
Yes, but you have also a lot.
we do.
US is the biggest
Yeah,
producer.
but America want more. Always more.
What do you do with it? Do you store it or sell it?
Hey,
I don't know.
hey, you know who? Can you
That way.
translate this guy's German? Can you translate what he's saying?
Yeah, do. Come on, put it loudly so that I hear that.
Ich bin's, euer HP, sitze gerade hier im Hotel in Ingolstadt. Wir haben heute eine Show in einem Autokino. Das ist wahrscheinlich die erste und letzte und die einzige Autoshow.
Stop it so I can tell you.
Bin schon gespannt, wie es
You
wird.
can stop it so
Aber
I tell you what it
gestern
is.
die neue Single Bass Drop.
Stop it, Jacob.
That's too
What did
much for. He's sitting in a cinema, like how's it called? Outdoor cinema, where you go with your car. And he's in Ingolstadt. It's somewhere in the west as well. And,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
And then the rest I didn't understand because it was very low voice.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I was trying to get as close to the microphone as I can so you can hear it.
Do you speak German? You want to know that if I speak the language, you can talk to me. You can test me right now.
Yeah. How hard is it to speak German anyway?
What?
How hard is it to speak German? To learn German?
I don't know it's my native language, but I'm only half German. My father is from Bulgaria, so I speak several languages. But basically, I think it is something that you can learn. English is related to German.
I know. I'm actually learning to learn probably a couple of languages in the future, Spanish and Portuguese.
Okay, they're also related, but I think it's hard because Portuguese is very specific. I think it's
well.
So, Aphid Lip, are you planning on voting for Trump this year?
Yeah, you can bank on that. No, there's nobody. There's nobody I'd be happy with. Usually, it's the same thing. It's who do I don't want to be in office? Is the opposite.
Well, you don't want Biden, surely.
Well, I mean, I'd put Biden more than what we have in there right now.
Biden.
Well, what about the other guy? I forget his name now.
You say it. You put it in an example like if I had to choose everybody in the world, I would choose this douche to get up there and I would vote for him. But it's not like that. It's either I have that or I have like one of the worst examples of especially in the Americans' history of who we could have lead this country.
Well, blind Democratic Republican
So
two-party policy. Two
You
party
wouldn't
system.
choose Bernie Sanders then, Aphid?
Would I choose Bernie Sanders? No. You
Why
could go
not?
through. You could go through hundreds of politicians, and I doubt I would agree with any of them as being one that I would choose and go out and pound the streets and want to run this country. But no, not Bernie Sanders either. There's too many flaws with Bernie Sanders and his way of thinking.
I don't like Bernie Sanders as well.
He's better than the rest, surely.
W dickhead.
We're just going to have a bit of a shuffle, guys. There we go. Let's bring Steve in. And meeny, meeny, miny, fuck it. There we go. Sorry, Alex. Biscuit Vapes. Are you all right, mate? Looking a bit peaky this evening.
I do feel a little bit ill, but I'm drinking the wine.
Little green there, brother. A little green.
What are you drinking, babe? Over there. What are you drinking? Biscuit vapes.
Just Zinfandel.
Oh, still. Anything else?
Yeah. I couldn't go on the vodka, but
I'm drinking coffee.
I'm ready for that.
Oh, is it that time already, Hayden? You're onto the
Drink
coffee.
coffee? No,
Back to the
no
coffee.
way.
It's only been an hour and a half. It's the last. It's the last show. This is like an all-nighter, or people are going to be extremely unhappy with your decision.
Oh, that'd break my fucking heart, wouldn't it? True story. I was sat in this room I'm in now, the kitchen. I was sat in here. I don't remember which night it was last week, and it was weird. I was, we all get a blue mood on us, don't we?
Yep.
And I was thinking, I was enjoying writing for Trigger Warning and working on the websites. And
nice
I
article.
Websites for other people. I'm thinking, fuck it, maybe that's what I should do. And I was minutes away from phoning Graham, because that's how I make decisions, stupidly like that. Moments woke up, Graham, that's it, I'm done. I've had enough. I've had enough. I was gonna chuck the TW streams. I was gonna leave Live Leak. I was gonna fuck it all off and just go and be a web designer again and just be happy. But I got back into the idea of TW, and that kind of pulled me back a little bit. But it was really close. I spoke to the wife about it. I said, "Look, I'm done. I'm done." But TW hasn't failed yet, so we'll keep doing it until it does.
No, it hasn't. And MBFB Hayden, I've literally gone through the same thing. I don't have many listeners to my show, but I do enjoy doing it. But at the same time, is it worth it? Is it worth me putting aside 4 or 5 hours when I put it together? Is it also worth me legally obtaining 10, 20 albums every week that I have to listen to, and now I have to listen to them on a different level than I did before? And no. The day that you tell me, man,
show, it's a really good show, and it will find an audience.
Man.
It takes a year, 2 years, whatever it takes. You just keep doing it because you love it. And people will find it. And as we drive more and more people to the radio station, it will.
I fucking hope so, man. I genuinely do. And like you said, if something happens, if you do change the schedule next week, I will do another show. What is it today? Saturday. Fine.
Well, what we'll do, we'll go with the one that we're going to use tomorrow night, and then we'll build it up over the next couple of weeks. Yeah, that'll be fine. It'll be fine.
I'll do another show because actually I've got a couple of days off.
Blimey. Well done.
No.
I've got a stupid amount of stuff to do at the moment. 3 websites and a load of other gear. I think the voiceovers are finished now, so that's something. They're really hard to do at the moment because obviously, my kids are at home all the time.
But your voice.
You get the dogs barking constantly. When you start to do something. So you get everything right. You got your script in front of you. Okay, here we go. And then one of them starts howling on the window. I just, okay, that's fucked. You can't do
get
it.
that all the fucking time, man.
I need to get back in the studio. I need to get back in there and do Thursday nights properly again, where I can scream and shout like a genuine boomer, screaming at clouds so the veins stand out on my fucking forehead. That's what I need to be doing.
Do you have a quiet room that you like have carpet on the walls and you can black out the sound and all that stuff to do the voiceover stuff? No, you just
no.
You're at the kitchen table.
The thing is, I reasonably know how to control sound. So if I've done them in here in the kitchen during lockdown and they've been accepted, I'm doing it right. It'd be great to have a booth. We've not had a booth for fucking years.
Right.
You may do whatever you've got.
Well, sure. That's why I was wondering.
Yeah, for real.
If you had like the one guy, I can't remember his name.
That's not quite true, is it, Aidan? Aidan, when you said you haven't had a booth for years, you have.
You're going to say Graham, aren't you? You're going to say Graham.
Graham does not count. Where is he? Where is he this evening? Where is Graham?
Boxcore,
Where's
that's
Graham?
fucking awesome. Get in touch, dude. Let me know what you're thinking. Just drop me a line through live@triggerwarning.tv. I'll get back to you with my email account. Let us know what you're thinking. We'll have a talk about it. See if we can help
As long
you
as it's
along
not
with it.
metal and you're gonna convince Hayden to take over my show, that's fine.
Your show's
Lovely.
fine. Smoke Steve, by the way, and you, Natalie, and Aphid Lip, and everybody else, I'm going to need photographs from you. So you're going to have to send them
How
to
many?
me.
What do you want,
I can
Hayden?
Photoshop the shit out of them.
Yeah, but what do you need?
It's just for the station, so it's up to you guys.
Is it for you
Like
or the
full,
station?
full frontal nudity?
Well,
Yeah.
guys, if you're going to send me nudity, just that's to my private email address, which some of you already have.
Hayden at triggerwarning.tv.
No, that won't get to me.
Man, I've been sending nudes all day to that.
Just because it didn't get to me, don't mean I haven't checked the server. There's fuck all in that.
Oh, you always get bounce backs, right? So fine.
We were blocked by Outlook. My
give
server,
a
my
fuck.
brand new server was blocked by Outlook. I had to
I like how it's
contact
really, I
them.
don't give a fuck. I like that about everything. But nice beer.
Sorry?
You have this Polish beer, right?
Yes. My best friend calls it Ziggy Wiggy. Everyone else
Yeah.
calls it Zivic, right? Zivic.
I think so. Yeah, I don't know.
This one.
But do you have other types of Polish beer, or is it only this one? Because it's quite rare.
Oh no, but this is
mentioned
my
it's
favorite
also-
one. That's why I'm always drinking it.
It's strong, right? 5.9 or something.
It's like 5.6.
No?
Yeah.
Okay, then it's that right? I mentioned the other
Yeah,
ones.
I'm sorry. I try. We have Tysky. We have Zubrov.
Ah, that's also very good. The green one is green, right?
We
Yeah.
have the green one. Yes. And oh, sorry, guys. What do you want? You right? Everyone else looks lost.
Natalie, you were smashed last week off of that Jack Daniels. That was fucking hilarious. I mean,
Yeah. Now I'm smashed.
we
off a
started
fucking
with
beer.
you. We started with you literally like tilting the bottle like
And
the
what?
second you came in. I mean, you were
And
drinking straight
what?
Jack. That
Look,
shit
man,
is
I lasted an hour.
hilarious. I love it. It's total fucking
Yeah,
craziness.
there were no
And that's
new
why
photos from me
I'm
off
pacing
anybody
myself.
last week. Very disappointed. Very disappointed. Everybody was too drunk to even send me nudes. Even Steve, and he'd never usually.
You don't
lets me
want
do
my
it.
nudes, trust me. You
Listen,
don't want
man,
them.
you do not give me a you don't give me a fucking website to send me this to. A
Is it
fucking
my
email
internet
address.
that's going or everyone else's?
Sorry, no, I want yours as well.
After I read books, like my wife came in, she's like, the book was on the floor, you were passed out in the bed, and the kid was in her bed. All the doors were open, all the fucking lights were on. I was like, sorry, I don't know what happened.
Look, man, this happens every fucking week.
No, some weeks I'm good. Some weeks
I'm lucky if I get to bed and I'm dressed in the dress that I went to bed in. That's a good day, you know.
Yeah. Standards.
Okay.
There was only one show where I really did get into a bad state. It was a few weeks ago. I was absolutely fucking hammered, and I went and sat on the couch, and the room was just revolving. Thought, you know, I'm gonna have to go and be sick. That's the only way I'm gonna put a stop to this. The next morning, I looked through my phone and I did actually Google how to stop the room spinning.
Oh, fuck off.
And the only link that came up was don't get drunk.
Natalie fucking Stacey.
So I was just in a right old state, but it was good. It was fine.
I think that was one of them nights when you were just randomly texting me going, bah.
What, like, where the fuck have you gone now? That's what I've looked through them now.
That's usually.
Where the fuck you get yourself fucking back here? That's
You know what?
another one.
I am fucking here. Hayden fucking Hewitt. I am fucking here.
The next
Please
day,
come back.
Gonna fucking laugh.
Please come back. I need to piss.
Yes, that was last week.
Hayden, the next day, or like whenever the next chat was after that, you were like, I wasn't well after that. I drank wine and beer, and I was in a bad state the next day. Like you were hurting, dude. That was.
I was
a big
all right.
one.
I was all right once I'd had breakfast.
Yeah.
You know, once you've
Bacon
had like a
sandwich.
bacon sandwich, that gets you all right. Bacon sandwich, cup of tea,
Yep.
you're good.
Sorted.
Brown sauce.
Yeah, of course,
Oh,
yes.
Yes.
HP. I looked it up.
Brown
It's like
sauce only has one use, and that's for bacon.
Well, it's $12 on Amazon. I'll have to order some. Maybe my first live show, I'll make a brown sauce sandwich or something.
A brown sauce sandwich. No, Steve, stop. Right.
Why do you have to
Get-
pay $12 to get a fucking brown sauce?
On
What
Amazon?
country-
Don't be a
Wait,
quid, you know,
wait.
isn't it?
We're living in two different worlds right now.
No, don't buy HP smoke, Steve. HP used to be the best, but
Okay.
it's changed. Get Daddy's.
You want
Daddy's,
Uh,
Daddy's brown
fine.
sauce.
Whatever. You know what, man? Whatever's the
HP used to
cheapest.
be much better. It used to be much better, but it's kind of changed.
It's the
But
same
Daddy's brown
fucking.
sauce,
It's the same fucking deal. Same fucking
Except-
deal.
except it's not. So get Daddy's brown sauce. Make yourself a bacon and egg sandwich. Smother that shit all over it. All
No, not
over
all
it.
of it. No.
Oh
No.
yeah, pile it in, and then get it down. Who are
yeah.
you going to take
Oh.
advice from? The thin person
I know.
or this guy?
Gaunt.
She's
Just
slim.
kidding,
She
Matt.
doesn't
You
understand.
look great.
Clearly,
She's slim.
she does.
Um,
She
guy
does
knows
look
food.
great,
Looks
but that's
good.
because she clearly hasn't abused the whole food deal.
No,
Right.
but I have abused the food deal to the point where I do not need to abuse the
Yeah,
food
but
deal.
we've got a professional next to me.
Oh wait, no, don't put on biscuit vapes. Bless him.
Hey, that's a
I've
compliment.
just said, look at this.
Put it on
guy.
yourself. Let me slip back for a sec.
Because of the
I am putting it on
perspective
myself.
here,
I love food.
it
I'm
looks
not
like
gonna
my
deny it.
face is as big as Natalie's entire upper body. It's like I'm a fucking giant. Ah!
That's because you're way too close to the camera. Way
Oh,
too
Oh,
close.
Okey-dokey.
by the way, Steve, although I do enjoy American bacon and streaky bacon, you should probably
Oh,
get hold
yes.
of some back bacon.
Back bacon.
Oh,
Pork
yes.
loin.
Yeah.
Pork
Oh.
loin. Yeah.
Back
Streaky
Get
bacon.
hold of some of that, like the Canadians have. That's the easiest way to
Mm.
explain it. To get hold of some of that because streaky bacon's beautiful, and that's my preference. But
Oh.
smoked back bacon will do on a sandwich. Oh,
Nice.
Mhm.
you've got to put a fried egg
I
on it, and
literally
maybe
had
a
that
sausage as
for
well.
breakfast today.
Mm.
It's smoked cured pork loin. I mean, I cook
I like
pork
streaky
loin all
bacon
the
in a
time.
wrap.
In a wrap.
Oh,
How posh are you?
in a wrap. No, what a
Oh.
cunt. No, you're supposed to have your bread
I
fall
used to-
apart,
I used-
and you pick it up with your fucking fork and
No,
knife.
Get,
the rest
get
of it.
this. This used to be my breakfast. I used to get hash browns, chicken nuggets, streaky
Oh,
bacon,
Yeah.
seafood
Yes.
sauce, and lettuce. And,
Seafood
and dry,
what?
and fresh
Lettuce.
onions, not fried.
Seafood
Seafood
lettuce.
sauce. Yeah, with lettuce and onion, wrapped in a wrap, and that was my breakfast. For a year.
Just
Okay.
say, Sutty's rehab says he had to walk around Manchester in the rain the next day after Meat Space before he could drive the car. He was fucking wankered at Meat Space.
No, what? No,
Here's an
excuse me,
excuse me.
mate.
Another one.
I
Greg
actually think
Topple.
I met you on the way
Oh, you
to
did.
me. I think I met Sooty actually, genuinely. I even either I met Sooty or some other couple of random people going, "Yeah, I'm going to Meat Space," and I'm like, "Yeah, that's really fun," and I was really fucked already from the night before, the failed night before.
That was my favorite text message from Natalie ever. It was just random fucking letters.
Look, man,
Just
I tried.
You
I
did. You
tried.
did your best. Greg Topple says British food sucks, so I wouldn't take their advice.
Yeah.
Based on the views. Come on, you're fucking German. You can shut the fuck
What
up.
the fuck are you fun?
Fucking
Like,
boy,
who the fuck
country.
are you, mate?
The best food in Europe, Germans. Are you fucking
Yes.
mental?
It's all about Frankfurt. Yeah.
The Americans make their comments
They've
on
got the
British
best
food
sausages,
based
and
on
that's about it.
Yes.
based
Schnitzel,
on the
I think.
war. Schnitzel isn't even fucking German.
Exactly.
How dare you?
Austria.
What do they have
Austria
over there that is fucking American?
Yeah,
Um,
Americans have no food. You have no food.
Exactly. It's all our
You,
food.
you have
Our food.
contributed absolutely fuck all to the world in
Our
terms of
food.
food.
His food, his food, his food, her food, everyone's food. Not your food.
There
No
you
one's
go.
Me?
No, Americans. We're talking about Americans, Anna. Americans.
Yeah.
Americans that have
Fuck their
opinions
food.
on food as if they've got any food of their own. Do you know what one
But
American told
Americans
me?
come from everywhere. I think
Exactly.
they have
Exactly.
the entire world, right?
Well, same for the English, but
But I love it when
Did
Americans
Americans
tell
not
me.
invent the donut?
No, I love it when they. No, of course he didn't invent the fucking donut.
they didn't
I love it when.
invent. But
I love it
they
when
did
Americans
invent the
tell
donut
me-
by being a
They just
fucking
made it
donut.
popular.
When they say apple pie is American. No,
Well,
of
that's
course, of course it
Alabama, right?
isn't. As American as Mom's apple pie, eh? As
Is
far as I
that
can
as
tell,
American as your mum's
cuisine,
apple pie?
American cuisine involves the addition of two things: either cheese or cinnamon, and not
Yeah.
even
Or
good
sugar.
cheese. Not even good cheese. Really,
No, it's
really
true.
average cheese or cinnamon. They fucking love cinnamon in America. They put it in fucking everything.
Really? I
That's-
don't know that.
Oh yeah, they're weird. They're weird. They're not like us. Well, I say us. I mean, even Europeans.
What is
Oh,
your
just
favorite
stop.
British dish? I don't know any British food.
Just
You know, we
stop
have here-
being mean.
You don't know any
Hayden.
British food? Fish and chips.
Yeah, no, we
roast
have a
dinner with
British
gravy.
restaurant here, and they have
Oh.
fish and chips and haggis.
I
The
almost
Yorkshire
hit
pudding.
someone
Like that.
that
Has something
had
else?
a
Very
liquor,
typical?
but they was closed.
Oof, no.
An actual
A
pie and
cold
chips
pasty.
and mashed liquor. They were
What is
closed.
pie and chips? What is the pie? Is it some meat?
No, it's not about that, babe. It's the liquor.
Well,
were
it depends.
closed.
What,
Okay, you have
in
food here.
London,
Yeah.
it's called pie mash and liquor, which is usually a meat pie, mashed potato, and then a parsley-based sauce. However, it could be no, it could be worse because it could be an eel pie with an
No,
a white
liquor.
sauce with
Liquor is like it's like a
parsley
white.
sauce.
It's like a white, like you said, like a
Parsley sauce.
white vinegary, white vinegary
It was very, very
pasta,
tasty.
not
It was
pasta,
good, yeah.
Parsley.
fucking parsley.
Mm.
That's the. I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
What is
Okay.
this?
A vinaigrette.
I'm
Chips
just gonna
and
watch your
curry.
face.
And you know what the best British food is, Anna? Curry.
Chips and fucking curry.
Just curry.
Yeah, of course, we have a lot of influence from India and Caribbeans,
Yeah,
right?
and a lot of that
Nice.
is a lot of the curry we have here has almost nothing.
Yeah,
to
it's
do
better
with
than our
Indian.
Indian, I guess. Our
Yeah,
Indian
it's-
is like-
everywhere's different. I mean, I like it when I go to the continent. I quite like, when I've been to Denmark or other countries when they have the breakfast of the smoked
Mhm.
meats and all those things. I quite enjoy it. We don't do that here. If you go
Yeah,
for an
no.
English breakfast, you get minimum 2 or 3 sausages, ideally Cumberland.
Sausages. Okay, then
Bacon.
you have won my heart.
Oh,
You'd probably like a Cumberland sausage. They're very good.
They're like frankfurters.
They're
Yeah.
proper sausages that
Beautiful.
actually contain meat,
Well,
identifiable meat.
actually, frankfurters are fucking beautiful.
Hmm.
Over.
But you'll have eggs,
I'm actually
sausage.
converted to a tomato sausage as well.
Sorry,
Tomato sausage, they're really nice.
I've never had
Tomato
tomato.
sausage.
Have you not?
No.
You should get a
Get
proper
out.
butcher's tomato
Get
sausage.
out. Get out.
Honestly, you,
Tell him.
you
Get out.
can't say that now if you've tried it.
Get out.
You can't
Get
say
out.
it until you've tried it.
I can say anything I want until I've never tried it.
No, you
Get
can't.
out.
I've eaten worse things. I've eaten haggis a few times. It's actually quite nice.
Well, I love haggis.
Yeah,
What is it?
it
I
is
love
a-
it.
Blood,
It's
right?
really
Intestines.
buttery and spicy.
No, haggis is all the offal from an animal pushed into the stomach lining and pretty much boiled.
And a tomato, right?
But
Yeah.
it's actually really quite nice. But I like black pudding. I don't like English black pudding too much because it has big lumps of fat in it. I don't like. But Scottish black pudding is really nice and quite spicy as well.
You
So
know
I
why?
enjoy that.
Because they
Look at Steve. The fact I
Fucking
don't know what
put
any
it
of you people
through
are
the
fucking talking.
fucking
Is that like a
time.
burger? Is that like a burger? Is that like a burger?
No, I've seen the haggis on the Food Network, and they say it smells
Haggis.
pretty bad.
No, haggis. Well, once it's cooked, it smells
No,
fine.
it smells lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
for real.
illegal in America, though, isn't it? You can't import haggis.
Yeah, we
Well,
have a Scottish friend that her minivan is called Haggis. Like her license plate says Haggis.
Oh, and
her-
it's so cute that she plays along. You know that.
Yeah.
Oh, she's Scottish and.
I'd say haggis is almost like.
I don't think most people get it here in America.
No, I think you do. Like we do.
I say what else Scottish people
like
do well.
Natalie,
Scottish,
really,
square sausage.
wow, pitching it up over there, Natalie.
No, I'm just laying it down, man.
Her other minivan
laying
is
it down.
labeled. Her other one is labeled Nessie.
My other one is
sure.
in fucking bed.
Sure, you get a kick out of that.
Simples.
Nessie, like Loch Ness Monster. Get it?
I'm
Is that what Nessie
nowhere
stands
near.
for?
Nowhere near that fucking lake.
Loch.
She's Scottish.
Loch. Nowhere
I
near
think
it.
I'm actually closest to the Loch Ness. I think. Out of all of us.
Or maybe.
He's our underwater ally.
From the north.
I'm from Yorkshire, so I think I'm the closest to Scotland.
Hey, I'm from Yorkshire. I'm a tight-fisted bastard summer.
I won't deny I am tight-fisted.
I can't fucking be doing you Lancashire assholes. Ooh.
Oh no, I like Lancashire. Especially hot pots.
We won the war. End of. So there we go.
Well, apparently. But anyway.
Apparently.
Were you there?
Yes. Apparently
Which
so.
war?
Yes.
Which war?
The War of the Roses. The Civil War. Between Lancashire and Yorkshire.
Brilliantly. Like,
yeah.
Fantastically.
That's the way to do it. It's important.
That's the way to do it.
Where is it you're from again, Natalie?
From or living in?
From.
I'm from Cambridge.
Oh, well, okay, a place that's pretty much one fuck all.
Yeah, I know this. That's why I moved the fuck away, bro.
My mate lives in Cambridge. I nearly said who it is, but I don't want to do it. But yeah, a mate of mine lives there. I think him and his girlfriend are going to come up to Manchester.
They should,
obviously
because they're going to move away from different.
I don't think they're going to move here. But they might come and visit.
They should. I did for a few years.
When are you moving back up north?
I don't know, man. I mean, you're married, so that's never going to happen.
I don't think it's a prerequisite to marry me to move to the north.
Okay, so that's just not going to happen.
Buckscore, thanks for joining us, mate. Well, do get in touch. Drop me an email. Let me know what you're thinking about. Maybe we can help you out a bit, get your show together. So do get in touch, please.
Yeah.
There we go.
As long as your show is not heavier than mine, which is impossibly impossible. Then we welcome your show on fucking triggerwarning.tv every Sunday at 9.
What we're going to do is we're going to get some sound files out to everyone to play during their shows, and also encourage everyone to plug including yours.
No,
just for the radio station. It's important, or I'll just edit them in. And you don't want that. You don't want that. Just little clips, for the station, and then give each other's shows a shout out. So
I would love that, genuinely.
Yeah, the idea is it's a platform, So
I need to make an ident or two for mine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
None of us are making money off this, so let's just all help each other out and have some fun with it, and crack on. I think that's the way. So, Aphid Lip, get that fucking show finished.
Oh yeah.
In fact, get it started.
Did you say you needed full frontal nudity picture from me to get this thing started? Is that what?
It's not essential, but it can't hurt. Or if you just send me your head, I can take care of the rest.
Oh, did you see the picture of Trump supposedly getting a spray on tan naked? Oh yes. My god, that was hilarious. Even if it's not true, it's just hilarious.
Cheers, Jacob. Have a good one, mate. We didn't get him back in time. He's off on his travels.
Jacob, I think I'm gonna fuck off as well. I need something to munch on. That's what she said. I'm not getting what I need from the usual Hayden crowd, so I'm gonna have a few crackers.
What is it you usually get from them that I don't know about? Is it good? What am I
Well,
missing out?
just
I'm
2
missing out on
weeks
something.
ago, watch those shows. Not this week.
I can't, Jesus, I'm not going to watch. I never watch any of my shows back.
He'll be like this. He'll be like this.
Oh, was that where you were showing knees and
Oh,
cleavage?
that one. Yeah, that's the one I'm
Well,
referring to, man.
Well, just show knees and cleavage, and I'm sure everyone will give you everything you require.
I don't.
Steve got his
show
top off last week.
Other people.
Yeah,
Just
Steve
you,
got his
mate.
top off. I'm not suggesting you get your top off, by the way. That's not a prerequisite. Steve should, though. He looked hot. But when he was on camera and reclining, hey, Fiddler, did you catch that part of the show? It was.
No,
I had to make up for the crouched over position earlier when I looked like a fucking slob, dude. I mean, I was like, all right, let's do the best we can here. Oh, Jesus.
I'm really. I can't say.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
Hey-o.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, come on,
Watch out.
guys. I need to eat. I need to have
Very
some
hot.
like munch. I need to have
Well,
some food.
We'll go and get some food and pop back. We'll probably still be fucking
pop
online
back.
anyway.
No.
Oh, you're going for a full meal?
No, I'm gonna have some like biscuit vapes. Funny enough.
Hayden,
You're
you
gonna
want
have
this, right?
biscuits? You're
I'm gonna
literally
have
going to eat
biscuit
biscuits.
vapes.
A fine figure of a man.
Biscuit vapes, you don't realize what
It
that
is.
does to Happy Dog when you take your shirt off like that, do you?
You know what?
I don't care if it's a
Happy Dog. No, guys, Happy Dog is way more talk than he is way low fucking substance. Happy Dog is a fucking child.
Oh.
Yes, I fucking said it. You hear that?
Happy Dog's the
Dog
man.
is a
I like the
fucking
guy.
child.
He's way
Child.
he's way too old to be
No, he's a
classified as
child.
child.
I like
He's a
him,
fucking
man.
child.
Drop my phone. I like Happy Dog.
Really? Good for you. Next.
I mean, he's so cynical. He hates the fucking world. Every text, every comment is fucking hateful. I love that shit. It's fucking hilarious, man.
Well, clearly that was the final straw for Natalie. But we have been joined by Natalie.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Oh, all
I'm
right.
very, very quickly. I don't know what happened, but
I do
Happy
it all the
Dog.
time.
We were slagging off Happy Dog, but I will carry on slagging off Happy Dog because you know what? He doesn't prove. He's not here. He's not a man, and give a fuck. Is that right? Can I go home? Can I go home and have a beer?
You are
And-
home.
All right.
You are home.
I'm always
You're
home.
at home and you're having beer.
Can you play a hip hop beat in the background and then say what you just said again and make a
No,
little song
because
out of it?
I'm metal, Smoke Steve. You don't understand anything.
Of
Yeah.
course I do. That's why I said hip hop.
Exactly. How does that even work?
Hippity hoppity music that the young
Hippity.
people like.
Yeah.
I think Steve is alluding to irony.
Bingo,
Are they
homeboy.
a hip hop band?
Hey guys,
Ow,
if you guys are
fucking
listening to
dead.
this show for this evening, please tune in tomorrow night on Sunday on what the fuck is it?
Triggerwarning.tv.
Thank you. Triggerwarning.tv on 9 p.m. on 9 p.m.
Sunday.
GM fucking fuck off.
BST.
9 p.m.
Brilliant
GS
time.
BST. Why are you
Well,
guys
actually,
putting me
is it
off so much?
Is it not
We're
beer?
trying.
You know
We're
what?
just trying to help. Tomorrow
GMT.
night at 9 o'clock UK time, it's the interlude hosted by Natalie. An hour of absolute metal mayhem. Do not miss it.
Fucking is.
Man.
It really is. And tomorrow's show, as always, is fucking epic. It's fucking
Pro
epic.
as fuck.
In
Pro
in
as
in
fuck.
fuck. In fact, Hayden, you need
Yes.
to listen to tomorrow's show.
I usually do.
Usually is not always.
I don't always do anything. Well, usually I do.
That's
Well,
fair,
how
fair
come
point.
I tend to listen to it when I'm working, usually Monday or Tuesday. But I do always listen to it on my
How can you?
iPhone, so-
How can? Oh, because you got my
I've
upload.
got the file. I've got the file. Yeah, I have
So
access
can-
to the radio station.
Oh, is it?
It's mine.
Is it?
Well, actually, no,
Yes,
it's
I
not.
can.
Actually, it's trigger warnings, but it's Daz's and mine.
Oh, I
there
don't
we go.
care.
Well, that's when I tend to listen to it because
Look, man.
Sunday at that time, I'm usually still watching something with you, and that will always, always, always come first.
I'm just gonna go home now, eat
Go
my
home.
crackers, and cry.
Just dry
Bye.
crackers. Just
A
dry
little bit.
crackers.
Enjoy.
What
I've
are you
got
going to
some
cry
blue
about?
cheese. No, I'm gonna have some blue cheese. What am I gonna
I'd
cry
if I
about?
was eating that shit.
Hayden, do you really want to know?
Yeah, tell the group.
Does it have
I
anything to
don't-
do with your Hungarian pickpocketing boyfriend that's sleeping in the other room?
Yeah, pickpocketing. Why would he be pickpocketing?
I thought that was a agreed upon thing about him. I'm sorry. Was I wrong?
I've given him more business and money than he would ever know in this country. What is the thing? No, he's actually fucking proper asleep. I fucking hope.
You hope he's not watching on his phone.
He might be. He has been previously. Oh, Natalie, you like this guy too much, Hayden? No.
Once he's met me, he will as well. Don't worry about that.
Exactly, that's what I told him. Or I'll make sure that he's very busy that weekend, you know?
Me space. I literally can't wait to do that again. Oh, dear. Oh, it's gone. It's come out of her nose. There she goes. Oh, she's had a malfunction. Are you all right? It went
sounds
down the
serious.
wrong hole. It went down the wrong hole, I think.
Oh dear.
I've seen visions like this on YouTube before of streams that went bad like this. Hopefully,
Jesus.
get something to see here.
She's okay. I think it's just some came out of her nose. These
At the
things
wrong
happen.
end.
It came out the wrong end, apparently.
Oh, he's heard me. That's fine.
All right. This is
Can you see me?
creating some questions here.
No,
Does-
we can just see your living room. We can
No,
just see your
I think you
living
can see my bra. That's my bra.
No.
Right there.
No.
Oh, no. Wait.
I don't see shit. Anyway. Dizzy now. Drunk.
room. It's very hard to see much with the camera going crazy like that. Was it Happy Dog's? Happy Dog apparently is here, Natalie, and he says your boyfriend sells pegs
My boyfriend sells actually.
and he works for Papa Lazarou.
How can someone work for Papa Lazari?
Matt Berry, who apparently is very new to the internet, says yes, more bra.
Which bra? More bra? Which less bra?
Smokes, do you got a game plan going into next week with the show?
Nah, I got nothing, bro.
We're gonna have a chat, aren't we, Steve? We're gonna have a chat before then.
Are we actually gonna talk, dude? I mean, that's
If you can
crazy.
find the time, that'd be really cool because
I
obviously,
can.
Yeah.
to some respect, I am giving you control of my baby, and I want to make sure we know what's going on, how it works, how to use the platform, everything else. Not
Yeah.
about what you're going to talk about or how you're going to fire up. That's your fucking thing, dude.
Yeah.
But I will be watching, and I will never let you know when I'm watching until I appear in
Can
this
you fire it
fucking
up on
box.
his phone? That's a question.
No,
Yes,
we've already
that's
got that
all fine.
sorted. Smoke Steve's
Hayden,
already
big
on
man.
it.
I bought a laptop
Hayden,
today.
big man, that's all fine. But what the fuck has happened to my show? You know what I mean?
Oh,
I mean, I'm picking up
Your-
fucking
Here-
filter
here we
tips
go.
from the floor.
What do you mean your show? You mean your radio show?
Yeah.
What do you
I
mean, what's
mean,
happened to it? It's on it.
I mean, are we changing a day, babe, or what, man?
Well, we were going to go put your show after Richie's one evening because I think there'd be if we
Which
get a good
evening?
plug off Richie. Well, I don't know, Tuesday or Wednesday would be cool.
I mean, should
Yeah.
I do another one this weekend? Should I do another
I think
week?
what we can do is use the one. If you can do another one, that'd be great. If not, we can still use this one. It's
Easy.
okay. It's up to you.
Easy.
If you
Okay,
can
I'll
do
have to
another
do
one.
another one.
Who's
Who
just
is
had an accident? Oh,
Yeah.
guys, just give me 1 minute, guys. Back in 5 minutes. Don't go away.
Yeah, you know what?
Oh, I think we're
I've
alone
been picking
now.
up filter fucking tips
think
off the
we're
floor.
alone now.
I don't know what the fuck I did.
I dropped a beer, and I think Hayden thought something happened
really?
over there.
I don't even know what I dropped, but I
No.
dropped a whole load of filter tips.
Smoke
It's not a
Steve,
fucking
you should
fun thing.
you should practice right now and interview you know who is what you should do, and this would give you
Yeah.
some good way to practice for next week.
Before I fall
All right,
asleep.
you know who. So what's
Ah,
the
my
deal?
fucking- my
No,
desk is
I-
covered in beer.
What do you mean?
No, this is no good.
that went well.
That's it. You gotta keep going. You gotta keep going.
I'm gonna have to watch what happened tomorrow.
Spilled beer and
What
also
the fuck
spills
happened to
coffee
everything?
all the time. Nothing new.
Oh Lord.
This is what you're gonna be faced with next week, Smoke Steve. Like you can't just be going live and just being like
Dead air the whole time.
yeah, and sitting back and
And
taking
even
a
if this
spliff of some
episode-
weed,
Smoking weed and just drinking beer and watching everyone fail.
like somebody like who is gonna call in, and you're gonna be stuck
Yeah.
there with just you and her, and you're gonna have to like carry on a conversation with her.
The laptop gets delivered on Thursday. I don't even know what the hell I'm supposed to do. I'm like, what the fuck? I bought this thing.
What last week? What last week?
What?
Well, I'm almost
Why
done
life week?
waiting for
Mm-hmm.
Hayden. I think I'm gonna fuck off.
Oh,
I think.
what did it cost?
Ah,
1
yeah.
euro?
I've picked up all of the filter tips on the floor. Yeah.
I'm not sure what's happening here.
Aphid, you'll
You
get my
know,
back,
filter
right?
tips.
Like you'll help me out, man, with what I need.
Yeah, but I can't guarantee I'm gonna be here. It's
I'll
Saturday
be
night,
here.
bro. This is
I'll
like
be here every Saturday.
it's like 7:00 on a Saturday night here.
7 o'clock, my
when it's
fucking night.
right,
We're
when
talking
it's
about 2
guarantee,
a.m.
Aphid. I
when
need
it-
some
no,
help.
when there's a lock in, there's a good chance I'm going to be here. But 7:00 on a Saturday night, I can't guarantee you that I'm going to be here every week.
I know. My wife was
So-
like, "Are you fucking crazy? What are you doing?" And I'm like,
Mhm.
"I don't know, but I'm gonna give it a run. See what
Good
happens."
for you, man. Yeah, you got to just
Yeah, my
throw
partner
your-
was doing the same, man. Smoke Steve, do what you can, do what you want.
Right.
not do
Yeah.
it. Do what the fuck you want, man. Do
Throw
what.
your-
End of the day, what's the worst that can happen?
Thank
Right.
you.
Exactly.
Listen
The
to
worst
me.
that can happen
Listen
is
to
the
Biscuit
string
Babes.
of dead dodo. That's it.
Right.
Exactly.
Don't let me tell you, Smoke Steve, though, like don't expect things to go smoothly. Like I used to do a show after Hayden's show when he had the Live Leak show, and they had like 1,000, 1,500 people, and Hayden would pump the shit out of my show. So I would get like probably about half the people, but I was never prepared, and I was always terrified of what was going to happen. You know what I'm saying? So once you
Yeah.
go live, the first time or two, it's going to be like shocking because you're going to know people are watching you, and talking to people and seeing yourself and knowing that that's
Not
exactly
anymore,
what
man. Not
other people
anymore.
are seeing.
No. Aphid Lip, not anymore. Everyone is now bored of Hayden.
Wow.
I don't know what
Hey.
you're talking about. I'm just trying to tell Smoke Steve like how it is when people are looking
I'm
at
also
you.
trying to set Smoke Steve's fucking precedent. Dude, man, if you have a slot on triggerwarning.tv, do it. Play
I think
it.
they might link me in for Saturday night because nobody else wants to do it, but they realize there's
Dude, man,
people
that's
here
exactly
that
the same
want
reason
to
why
do
they
it.
did the same for me for a Sunday
Yeah,
night.
people have liked
That's the same
coming in here and hanging out on a Saturday night.
Exactly.
You know what? My group
Voltan. Voltan. What's going on, Voltan?
Yeah, I'm all right, man. How's you doing?
We
Good
can't hear you.
Aphid, can you
Good
hear
to-
me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Just about.
Good.
Clear.
What?
Voltan.
So what's happening tonight, Voltan?
Oh no, I'm just having a drink, listening to you lot. That's about it.
Cheers, brother.
That's right. Cheers to you, mate.
Cheers.
Voltan, I don't like to stereotype, but I would be going out on a limb here. Are you a vegan by any chance?
Yes.
Yes. Fuck's sake.
What's in the
Guys, I love you. But I can't deal with this shit anymore.
What's in the glass, Voltan?
Cider.
Water?
Cider.
Cider. All right, alcohol cider. Yeah, nice,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Very nice. Careful with that stuff. A lot of sugar. Give you a hell of a hangover if you drink like 14 bottles of it, which
No,
I have
I know.
done.
This is my
It
third,
depends on the
so I'm all
cider.
right.
It does.
What cider is it, Bolton?
Katie.
Thatcher's, is that?
Yeah.
Good cider. Good brand.
Nice
Quite
and
smooth,
dry.
I believe, isn't it?
Nice and dry, not a lot of sugar. That's what you want.
No,
Yeah.
that's quite sweet, that one. It's nice
It's
Somerset
a bit like
cider.
it's like Bulmers, I think.
Yeah, it's not too far off.
Hmm.
But comes from the good old country, Somerset, so it's a good old cider.
Nice.
Can't be a bit of good old Scrumpy Jack. Scrumpy Jack? Yeah, Scrumpy Jack.
Yeah, that's all right. That's not a bad cider either.
Yeah, my favorite cider is 7-Up and cider.
But isn't
Sorry.
cider in America just apple juice?
Did you get that? I mean, come on. 7-Up and cider. Let's go.
Steve, isn't cider in your country just apple juice?
No, we have hard cider. There's a lot of great companies that are
Yeah, but you
doing
didn't
it.
say hard cider. You just said cider, which would be just apple juice.
Okay, my bad. You're right. There is cider, which would be just
When I
apple
went to
juice.
America, I never got cider at all. I did go to America for 4 months. I never come across cider.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like the most basic level of making alcohol. You basically create the apple juice, let it ferment, and boom, cider. You know, it's brilliant.
Yeah.
Well, I've got about 6 demijohns in the kitchen that I'm going to be turning into mead. I'm getting
that
it.
sounds
I'm
good.
getting like Amazon sell honey on for like 15 quid for
That's so
1.5
vast, honey.
kilograms of honey. So I'm going to buy a shitload of honey and make a big, massive batch of mead.
Yeah, that sounds good. I've made loads of mead myself. It's a really interesting drink.
Now,
You only need 3 ingredients to make it.
which is
What are
water,
they?
yeast, and honey.
Water, yeast, and honey. That's it, huh?
That's
Yeah.
it. It's easy.
Do you need to? You know, if you want a sweet mead, do you have to add more honey after the fermentation?
Yeah, some people do it like that. But like I added 2 kilos of meat and 2 kilos of honey to a litre of water. No,
Yeah.
hang on, sorry. 2 kilos of honey to a gallon of water.
Yeah.
And that works all right. But you drain all the lees off after 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And after 2 weeks, you put it all back in the demijohn. Then
Yeah.
after like a few days, it starts bobbling again. Then takes all the sugar out of the water.
How many? How is it? How many? How many? Is it a gallon for a demijohn? You know, the generic demijohn.
Yeah, 7 litres, so it's a gallon.
Yeah, got you.
Yeah, so,
So I've got
that's
6
7
that
litres.
my neighbour gave me with lots of wine in it, but it all went rancid.
Is it? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, got to keep an eye on it though.
Hi,
No, more
Voltan.
than
How you
anything.
doing, sir?
Yeah, I'm
How
all right.
are you?
I'm all right. I'm
Oh,
enjoying
apparently,
that.
sorry, mate, Anna has to leave us.
Yeah,
Annie,
cheers. Thanks for everything. See
you can say it out loud. You don't have to type it to us. You can tell us
I
it's
didn't
time
want
for
to
me to
interrupt
go.
anyone. So see you. Thanks for talking to me.
interrupt whoever you want. Lovely to have you again. We'll speak to
Yeah,
you soon.
take care. See you. Bye. Take care.
Bye
Bye.
bye. Bye.
See ya.
There we go. I think has Natalie gone to get her crackers?
Yeah, it would seem so.
All right. Apparently, yeah. Smoke Steve's taken to typing at us as well. Just.
Sorry, I don't want to bring it up. I don't want to bore this exciting chat. It's so dynamic. We're just like tearing it up here.
What are you reading?
Nothing. It sucks. I was being facetious. Sorry.
I don't understand. I was trying to pretend I was going to read something. Right. Oh, the link's there. If anyone else wants to join in, this is the last of the trigger warning lockdown lock-ins. From next week, it's going to be Smoke Steve's gig. There he is down there. He's just nipped off for 20 minutes. Yeah, he's nipped off for 20 minutes, apparently. So what we'll do is we'll close this down and go and hide somewhere else before he gets back.
Okay.
That's the way we'll do it. Shit, we were too slow.
That was I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You
No,
mentioned my
it's
name and I fucking hit the X on the corner for some retarded reason. I'm so sorry. So next week is
Steve's going to be hosting the Saturday night extravaganza, so we'll have some news for you on that through the week. I imagine it's similar sort of time. But everyone who wants to hang out can hang out. I'll still be popping in. Graham will still pop in. We're sure everyone else will as well. So it's just so we can keep it going because we've done a lot of streams during lockdown.
Yeah, it kept me going quite a bit actually.
I need to just back out a little, concentrate on the Thursday show, the Tuesday show, and the upcoming radio show, and then just occasionally pop in on the Saturday and just hang out and have a drink or two while Steve runs this shit. He'll keep a tight ship. He'll run a tight ship.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, totally. It's going to be awesome. I mean, I'll allow whatever, man. I want everyone who feels like they like the Saturday show to come and we can all direct the conversation to whatever is fitting at the moment. And it'll be awesome, you know. I'm not here to espouse any opinion on anything. I just want to connect with everybody and keep this going because
and then go on a mad power trip.
I mean, when it's really hot down here, I'm going to be fucking like wearing, very little clothing. So it'll be just like this view here.
Too much information, mate.
You know what I mean, though. But everyone, Biscuit, you're going to be in on this shit, bro. You're the man.
Yeah. I'll come on every Saturday.
Do you really like the New York Yankees, there, brother, or is that just like a hat?
It was the only hat I could get without a snap. I don't like the snap.
Fucking Yankees, man. Those motherfuckers.
Well, you're from Nebraska, aren't
you? Are you a Lakers fan?
No, I'm from Massachusetts, Boston.
Tennessee.
No one ever gets it right where I'm fucking from, man.
Oklahoma.
Red Sox. So it's Red Sox, is it, Steve?
Oklahoma. No, I'm Masshole, brother.
Ohio.
Born and raised in Boston.
Boston Red Sox.
You don't speak like they did in that film with Jack Nicholson and
yeah, it's really not accurate. It's not accurate.
You should speak like someone from Boston properly. I'm quite disappointed.
Well, like Mark Wahlberg's generic voice.
There you go. Mark Wahlberg. I'd forgotten his name.
Yeah, fuck that shit, man. We can park the car, right over there. It's fucking fine. It's almost a lazy way of speaking, but I don't have it, and I never did. I had an unusual upbringing with some fairly traumatic shit that went on, so I never really got the accent. I guess, like, I don't know what the fuck it was. Kind of skipped over me, I guess.
It's like the local accent in Manchester. I didn't get that.
No, you haven't got a Manc accent at all, have you?
No, the Manchester accent's fucking horrible. It really is. If you ever heard Oasis speak, the guys are, all right, kid, how are you doing? And all that sort of thing, you know,
Boo's
fucking
got
top
that
one.
accent.
Who has, sorry? Oh, Graham's got a
he's got
strong Manchester accent. Yeah. It's just that's not the way anyone spoke in my house, so I never grew up speaking
Right, I'm
like
with
that.
you. Okay.
I mean, I don't really have a strong accent, I don't believe.
No.
Great big strong Yorkshire accent.
It does come out a bit.
Well, Oasis, you can hear
Do
their
I sound
accent
really
in every
Yorkshire?
song because they don't really sing. It's fucking,
They are professional Mancunians.
they
There are
talk
many
their way
professional
through.
Mancunians. Like I say, there's a lot of professional Mancunians, and it's just the way it's just like anywhere, though, isn't it? The Cockney accent. There's no need to speak like Birmingham. Sure, why would anyone choose to speak like that? People in Birmingham sound like they've got a head injury. Don't even get me started on the Welsh. That's just bullshit. That's
I lived
bullshit.
in Wales for years. Oh, nightmare.
Michael
Yeah,
Caine has, what does he have? The Cockney, right? He's like phenomenal at that. He's fucking great, man. I love that guy.
I was supposed to blow the bloody doors off.
There's always exceptions. But yeah, I think accents are just a choice for the most part. I genuinely believe that. It's funny because my son, he used to be incredibly well spoken, but obviously when he's around his friends who aren't, he doesn't want to stand out. So he started sounding a little more Manchester. So we have this new thing where in the house he talks properly, and with his friends he can speak however he's most comfortable. But I love listening to him on his game because he's found this halfway house now between speaking properly and being a bit more mank. But I get it because no one wants to be the one that sticks out like a fucking sore thumb, and I don't want that for him. I was the fucking weirdo of my school and things. I don't want that for my boy. I don't need that for my boy. But
My daughter left her mum like when she was like, I think she was about 2.5, 3-ish, and she still has the Rotherham accent every now and then because her mum's from Rotherham. I'm like, oh no, it's proper broad.
Oh yes,
it's
Oh,
terrible.
yes.
Every now and then she comes out with like a proper deep accent. I'm like, you're from Donny now. Get that accent out your mouth.
yes. Speak proper like what us Doncastrians do. Yes. Oh, of course, Keith's a Welsh person, isn't he? Yeah, to be honest, it's a shocking accent, and the language is fucking stupid. Why are they determined to keep a dead language alive? I don't understand it.
Oh, I don't know, but I think the Welsh accent's rather sexy on ladies.
I thought on Tom
God,
Jones.
Demented.
Just the ladies.
In Caradigia, and then they do actually speak proper Welsh there. So, and it's like you cannot
Pointless.
understand it at all.
Why would you even want to? It's all just consonants and phlegm.
Yeah,
it makes
I know.
no sense whatsoever. It's fucking stupid.
Yeah,
What accents in
what-
America? Singers Smoke Steve's from where's he from again? South Dakota. What accents do you really hate in America? What are the ones most Americans dislike?
You know, Boston accents are disliked. It's kind of crude. Deep South maybe is looked it's not so bad, but you know, like Philadelphia, where they have a really strange accent, that's not looked at very favorably. But I mean, it's all English, man. I mean, what the hell, you know?
Nearly English. It's English-ish.
Hold on, I'm gonna mute while I urinate in the yard.
Yeah, I love the way he's called. Oh yes. The Boston accent is terribly common. I'm just going to shit on my driveway.
Brilliant.
Dude, don't you have a toilet in your fucking house?
Hey, I sympathise. I go out the backyard for a piss.
I'm not going to
Why?
talk to him while he's pissing.
Why? Because I've got swollen legs and I don't like walking up the stairs.
Okay.
Woo! That was good. All right, I'm back.
9 times out of 10, I don't even walk up the stairs to go bed.
What do you do when you need a shit?
I'll go to the toilet for that.
Yeah.
I wait for three
Not
days.
crazy.
And have a good one.
Smoke Steve doesn't. He just goes and shits in the yard.
Fertilizer, man. It's good.
He takes one of those little bags out to pick it up every day.
On my own.
But then he throws it up into a tree. So it just hangs there like.
I'm my own dog. I clean up after myself.
Well, I've got piss anyway. It's really good piss.
He's off to his garden now. Look at this.
No, that's the second refrigerator. Big boy.
You posh motherfucker. More than one fridge. You've not even washed your hands, you dirty bastard.
Well, urine is sterile when it comes out, so
Yeah, because everything that's sterile stinks.
I didn't get piss on my hands, man. Jesus.
You know what? Be civilized. Be civilized.
Inquisition here.
Wash your fucking hands.
It's the
All right, here we
coronavirus. You're washing your hands regular anyway.
There's Chris. I bet he washes his hands after a piss.
I definitely do.
All right. Drying them off here.
That's the other thing that's
wash.
not bothered me with COVID. You know what? I'm borderline problematic on hand washing. So this has been no different to me whatsoever. I very keen on having clean hands. I'm very keen on being clean. I don't like being dirty. Not like Steve, who fucking loves it. Look at that. He just rubbed piss all over the top of his beer can. This beer can stinks of piss.
It reminds me. It reminds me of a time when my mate, who is in the army, went to the toilet and he took a piss, and a guy next to him in the Navy said, "Aren't you gonna wash your hands?" And he went. In the army, they told us, "Don't piss on your hands in the first place, so you won't have to wash them."
Right.
To be fair, though,
couldn't you just wash your hands
that can's
anyway?
probably got more rat piss on it than his fingers have got his own piss on it.
Well, I'm fairly confident there's no urine on my hands. I mean,
there's rat piss on your can.
So, Smoke Steve, how's it going in America at the moment? Because I'm watching the news over here and it's looking like a shit show. Or have I missed something?
He's all right.
No.
He's made a big stick. He's fine.
Now, in my town, I mean, literally on Thursday, I saw 2 Black Lives Matter protesters as I drove to work on the local interstate to get to the big boy interstate. And they were totally cool and they just held up signs. Now, about 25 miles from here in a town called Brockton, there's some serious shit going down with people breaking and smashing and destroying. So, yeah, it's like you kind of are like compartmentalized into like how close you are to it. So it's surreal and real at the same time. You know, I'm like far away and close. You know, I'm not seeing it, but I see it. You know what I mean? So that's that.
I'll know if Hayden has been around Manchester today, because obviously Piccadilly Gardens was a bit of a centre today of.
That's a shit show anyway.
Oh, it's always a shit show. It was a shit show in the 80s and 90s when we used to sit there after the nightclubs closed. But
I just used to watch the tramps fighting. The best tramp fight I ever saw when I was a young man in bands. I worked on the car parks doing security and picking shit up, just like day job. And there was one near the old Smithfield Market, and some tramps were all sat around each other. and there was an altercation, and one of them was strangling one of the others. And why it sticks in my mind as I was going to get the shovel to give one of them some corrective therapy, I heard with the other one, "Look at his eyes. Look at his eyes." Always stayed with me that. But when he went purple, they let go of him, and then no word of a lie. 10 minutes later, they were all sat on the bench playing with each other's cocks.
Oh dear, dear,
love a happy ending. So,
We've just had a quiz and an impromptu music round done by Nick on his guitar. So it was a good night.
Nice. We've not seen Nick for a while. I spoke to Nick today. Well, chatted with him online, sort of thing. But we've not seen him on here for quite some time.
No.
He's getting an early night because he's finished on our quiz about half an hour ago, and he's knackered. And then he's back up doing COVID testing tomorrow. So you need some sleep.
Keep talking. I'm just typing to somebody.
Hayden, could you mute that? That fucking thing is loud as motherfucker.
Fuck you.
No, he's probably hit him with a hammer or something.
Just these hammers. This is what happens when you're an alpha male, bitches. Not like these fucking hands.
They're no angry Natalie tonight then.
She was here earlier.
Is she doing all right? Because she seemed a bit off the last couple of weeks.
She was very angry. But she seems okay. She seems okay. I don't know. I don't know a lot about her personal life, to be honest. So I couldn't say. But
I'm back.
She was angry again earlier, as she is when she's had a couple of drinks. She gets very.
She wasn't drinking neat JD again.
No.
Well, at least that's a plus side.
She's a grown woman that knows what she wants to do, and that's her business, isn't it? I suppose her business. It'd be like, I noticed that we'll do that. Won't we? Oh, she was drinking JD. If Biscuit Vapes was sat there knocking the back out of a bottle of JD, no one would ever say a fucking word.
No.
I mean, I might just say, isn't that a little manly for you, Biscuit Vapes?
I would.
I would
wouldn't drink
possibly say
straight JD. It tastes like fucking nail polish.
I mean, she was making a spectacle of it, bro. She was fucking boom, JD.
Adults do whatever they want.
Yeah, but
Biscuit Vapes, if you're going to drink something neat, Wild Turkey 101, go for it, lad.
No. Glenmorangie Special Reserve.
Yeah, very nice.
Woo.
Just drink
a bit of
beer.
1986 Special Reserve.
I don't see the point in whiskey. I don't see the point in anything I can't drink a pint of. I mean, wine. Wine, I kind of get, but you can drink wine and enjoy it. Spirits, you put that much in your glass, it doesn't achieve any purpose for me apart from getting you riotously fucking pissed.
I stopped drinking whiskey since last Christmas because I ended up having something bleed inside.
Yeah, it does that.
Yeah, I drank a litre of whiskey and a litre of rum neat, and it didn't end well.
No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't.
Has anyone spoke to Half Dead Alex?
Yeah, he was on earlier.
Yes, he was on earlier.
Is he feeling better?
Yeah, he's looking good. He's feeling good. He was wearing a pedo hat. He's very happy. So he was doing fine, absolutely fine. Just clicking through all this here. Who have I got to talk to? I've got all that done. It's my last Saturday, guys. It's my last Saturday hosting the show.
Mate, gonna miss you.
I'll still pop in. Munch, speak to you soon. Take care. I'll still be coming in. It's just it's too much. It's too much. So, and you know what the whole thing about trigger warning is.
Were intense.
But with trigger warning, I want to do Thursday shows, Tuesdays with Graham. Got the radio show coming up. I love the whole project. I love writing for the site now. building the site out. But the whole idea is that other people use the platform too.
Yeah.
Trigger Warning was never just meant to be the Hayden show. So we got more people doing radio shows. Steve's going to step in on a Saturday, and I just think it's really fucking cool because that's the idea of it. You know, it's
really. I don't know how you did them first 2 weeks.
It was every night, wasn't it?
Oh, it's
every
night. It was intense.
It wasn't that hard. Believe me, it's not like it's just after a while. It's like Saturday nights. I kind of miss just chilling out in the living room and going to bed. And also, you know, there's a bit of work on, so I've got to get through that. So, but also the idea is the Trigger Warning is a platform.
Yeah.
Genuinely, that's the idea. That was the whole point of it.
Just getting that idea now.
Yeah, so it's like we're not going to be YouTube, we're not going to be Live Leak, we're not going to be any of those things. We're just going to build our own little community of people that have fun and make stuff and take away. I mean, yeah, great. If it's ever profitable, everyone can have a share commensurate to what they put in. But the point is not that it's a business. The point is that it pays for itself, and we do it just because, like, do you know the reasons we used to do shit online? Where you didn't worry if, can I talk about that? I might not make any money. I might be demonetizing. Can't we just get rid of that? Because we all do shit in our real lives to pay the bills.
remember YouTube starting as like, remember You've Been Framed?
YouTube was fucking amazing. I mean, it's still amazing.
You've Been Framed, but anyone could just post it and you could watch it all.
It used to be called YouTube Broadcast Yourself. And it was fucking awesome.
What happened to that?
But when things get bigger, different pressures.
They were just people doing stupid stuff and broadcasting the things about it.
Well, the thing is, as things get bigger, different pressures come in, different things happen. So the whole point of TW is we're not looking at, let's build a ginormous platform and replace this. No, fuck that. Drop in, drop out. I mean, the website's got its own social media system in there now. Nobody uses the fucking thing, but it's there. The forum's there. The chat room's there. It's there for dipping in and out of. And if you want to do a show, do a show. If you want to watch a show, watch a show. Biscuit Veg is imagining shit now.
So I was great.
Hit by a fly, I don't. Hold on.
I was.
I've got that over there killing them, but they won't go over there because it's like here.
I was texting Graham earlier. Zelda was still awake. His arms hurting him a lot. So he said he'll try and pop in. I said, dude, just, if you can, great. If not, don't stress. It's all right. Take some time. Because obviously it's been a lot for everyone in lockdown. If you got kids, your kids are at home constantly. Then he's broke his fucking arm. Yeah, we all need a bit of time.
How did he break his arm?
Fell off his bike.
Yeah, I'd like to know that.
His bike. He didn't fall off it. Well, anyway, he had a pretty nasty bike accident. And
was it a motorbike or a bicycle?
No, push bike.
Usually you're hurtling down a road and some dickhead opens his car door and you go.
Well, it wasn't that, but also he wasn't hurtling or being incautious because he takes his daughter everywhere with him.
Oh.
So, but anyway, he broke his arm. She's fine. He broke his arm, and these things happen. Also, Graham's obviously soft as fucking butter. And a girl. Morgan, if you go to triggerwarning.tv, everything's there. Just sign up. By the way, you can do a trace on it. Apparently, at the minute, we get a B+ for online security of no trackers and things like that, only because it says we don't have a privacy policy, which I'm pretty sure we have a terms and conditions. But anyway, we get a B+ for that because there's no trackers, there's no anything, no algorithms, no fuck all. It's just there. Use it, don't enjoy it, don't whatever. So, and it's I like TW actually. I need to start using it more myself. But yes, it works a lot like Facebook, I suppose. Except there's no algorithms. You just see whatever the fuck's been posted. Just in date order. And that's it. So yeah, Graham is he just needs a bit of a rest. And also, it's with self working in the NHS, it's just been stress ball. One massive big ball of fucking
it will be. It will be.
So he just needs a bit of time. He just needs a bit of time. Keith says he bets he was doing wheelies. I don't imagine Graham's ever done a fucking wheelie.
Look, I've been through Salford, and usually it's ride along wheelie, and then nip into a shop and that's it.
Graham doesn't live in Salford, but yeah, I get the point. He will be joining me, I believe, on Thursday in the studio where I host that debate. I think Graham's going to be there with me for that. So
oh, you got the studio back?
Yeah, for at least a while, but we've not been in there since lockdown started. Literally, not been in. So quite looking forward to that. Not this Thursday because it won't be a show. It mostly won't be me talking. I'll just be moderating an event, a debate. But maybe we'll do something afterwards. We'll see. But the Thursday after, it's back to full force, full fat, screaming, shouting, and being a complete dick. That's
awesome.
I've got so much to make up for. so much to make up for. So I'm really looking forward to that. I really, really am. Just got to clear all the decks.
Now you can see it, but
a bicycle.
Electric bicycle with fat tires.
Is that for when you go off-road?
No. That's for on-road, but it's extra cushioning for my weight.
Oh, right, fair enough.
It's my mobility scooter.
My bicycle is in the shed, buried in shit, and has been for the last 6 years, and I don't see that changing anytime soon.
I'm completely missing it. I've been out on it since lockdown, and I want to go out on it right now.
Why can't you?
Now?
Because I've got my daughter here, and I don't want to risk getting COVIDs.
Well, just going for a bike ride, you're not going to get the COVIDs for that.
Well,
he also probably just doesn't want to leave his daughter on her own in the house at
well, I get that.
1:45 in the morning. While he goes out for
even
a bicycle.
during the day, I'd have to get her out to go with me, but I don't trust her on the roads, and I want to be able to go fast.
You want to be blazing up those streets, huh?
It does 30 miles an hour, so I don't think my daughter on her little pedal bike is going to keep up.
Probably not.
It's aspirational for her. You know, Smoke Steve said he's gone to read his books. I imagine he means vintage porn magazines. So books.
Yeah, he doesn't seem like the type to bury his head into old.
Unless he's
reading 19th century
for one
classics.
of his kids, I suppose.
Speaking
That's
of
a good
books,
topic, actually. Yeah. I wonder what the state of porn magazines are now. Do they still sell magazines, or have they just died a death?
I imagine they still sell them. I don't know.
Yeah, I think I still see him at the smoke shop down the street.
I don't understand how they'd still sell though. There's so much free porn out there that they're just irrelevant anymore.
Apparently, there's still a market for it. There's still a market for those nice, classy girls trying to earn a living.
well, actually, speaking of books, and when I mean speaking of books, I mean speaking of stuff that is like actual topical. There is a book written in 1960 by John Howard Griffin, and it's a very interesting book called Black Like Me. And it's this guy in America who took a load of tanning pills and various other stuff and went all around America to different states pretending to be a black person and documenting how he was treated in the 1960s. And then he came back home, did 6 months at home, and then traveled to the same states that he did, but as a white man, and documented it. And this book is fantastic. So if you read Black Like Me, it is a seriously decent read.
Did he find zero evidence of racism here in America?
In 1960s?
Let's be honest, guys. You could read that, or you could read Razzle.
Yeah, let's read that. So my favorite used to be Queen.
Unfortunately, Aphid Lips. There's a section in the book, right, and he's walking down a street in New Orleans, outside of a hotel, and this white woman goes to him, you sir, come, Negro, come over here. And he walks over and he goes, yeah. And she went, take my bags inside. And he took her bags inside and she gave him $1. And that was where he spun off from. And his book is absolutely amazing. It's just the polarization of the polarization of how people were treated back then.
Back then.
Yeah.
It seems hard to imagine. Hold on 1 second there, guys.
Aphid needs to go and have a think about that magazine cover he's just looked at.
That was like Razzle 1983 or something.
Quality.
God, your keyboard is the loudest keyboard I have.
No, it's not.
known.
The loudest one is the one I broke, which was my proper mechanical keyboard, that unfortunately isn't working anymore. But also, it's because my microphone is right above the keyboard. And thirdly, I really don't fucking care.
I've got the microphone right above the keyboard, but it don't sound like that. Jesus Christ.
It's not my fault. It's not my fault you type with your soft lady's fingers.
Have you got a microphone fucking Dubry on the front to stop the noise?
I've got a foam pop shield on this one.
It's trying to stop the PFTs.
Well, I have a foam pop shield on this. We use foam pop shields in the studio as well, as opposed to those larger sort of mesh pop shields. We do have them, just don't use them. I don't see it doesn't pop too much with this on anyway, so it's all good.
When I bought this mic, I didn't pay the extra $15 for the shield that keeps my language from affecting.
No, yeah, like I say, just a simple foam, windshield.
Oh yeah,
Amazon. That's what I use on all the microphones, including in the studio.
Unless I start talking about Ted Cruz's and his dad, I don't seem to have a problem with getting too many backfires into the microphone.
What I've noticed, usually I'm okay with mic mic technique, but if I start shouting, it doesn't matter if I have one of those pop shields. It doesn't matter. I bellow that fucking loud when I do. I've done some voiceover stuff in the past, and these shows. It just goes around that thing and just fucking expands.
It just shows emotion, is the way I look at it.
I just love watching Graham trying to work the mixer quick enough. Sometimes I'll shout suddenly just to see Graham go and start playing with the faders. The trick is to just gently over time take it down and down and down while you talk. And just when he's getting comfortable, boom.
Hi, this is Smooth FM.
Smooth FM. In your ears like treacle. I've been doing too much voiceover stuff recently. It doesn't stop.
I tell you what, I was having a laugh tonight because Nick was ripping the piss out of me. Can't remember. It was probably last week or the week before. I got absolutely fucking royally pissed. And I couldn't sleep, so I was online. And you know what you do when you're online? You buy shit.
Oh, sorry.
No, you don't masturbate. You buy shit. And Nick was ripping the mick out of me because I haven't played cello since 1986, and I bought myself a cello. Don't know why.
See, if you'd have just gone for a wank instead, that wouldn't have happened.
Exactly. But he was laughing the mick out of me. I mean, you've probably seen it on my Facebook page. I was playing Word Up on my cello, plucking Word Up on my cello because I was bored.
I will go and check that out, but I've got to be honest, I never see anything on Facebook. I usually just log in. I've got two accounts. I've got the account I talk to my family on, then I've got an account everyone can bother me on. And then there's a couple of pages that I run for Trigger Warning and Gear Press.
Well, I did notice when I searched you on the old Facebook, you had multiple accounts, and I went, "Ooh, that's a man that." I said, "That's a man that's been bothered by the authorities in the past."
No, it's got fuck all to do with the authorities. It's just because I have family and people I do sort of know in real life on one, and a few people off the internet that become friends, and the other ones where anyone can message me or talk to me. That's all it is. It's simply that. It's just that if I want to share pictures of my son or my family, I won't do it with the internet at large. No. So that's all it's there for, because a lot of people were trying to add me on Facebook, and some of them would get annoyed when I'd say no. So I thought, all right, I'll make another account, and then you can be my friend on Facebook as well.
Friend!
That's it.
Friend.
BFF. BFFs forever. Oh, Greg, enjoy reading to your daughter, dude. Catch you later, fella. It is cracking on a little now, though, isn't it? It's 10 to 2 in the morning.
Is it?
So that'll put us on 3 hours of a sober stream.
You just started, didn't you? The night's still young, is what you're saying.
It's not what I'm saying.
Well, I'm looking at the background on Biscuit Vape's fucking picture, and I'm thinking that's some serious artwork. Did you do all the painting, the drawings in the background?
Yeah, I painted every single one of those.
Sorry, sorry, aphid lips.
Oh man! Oh man! Have I ever felt more like a heel? You're like praising artwork, and he was thinking it was him because you said Biscuit Babes, and he's all stoked about it, and you're like, no, your shit's crap, mate.
It's wallpaper. I don't give a shit. It was here when I moved in.
Right.
4 years ago.
Yeah, those are my paintings right.
They're
right
really
there.
good.
Thanks, man.
You start pencil drawing then.
The only one that's pencil drawing. Let me see if I can do this correctly. This one is the lead singer to the Pixies, Frank Black. If you know who they are.
I know the Pixies are. Yeah.
Yeah, he's the only one that's pencil drawing. The rest of them are all oil paintings.
Oh, that's good, man.
He did a drawing of me once.
With the charcoal.
Yeah.
It's up at my shop. If I was at the Aphid Lip Studios, then I could show you.
That is good.
Close.
That's good.
I
think there's a speed drawing video on YouTube of it, isn't there? Or the was.
Yeah, of you and I'm trying to think of any of these. None of these other ones were. Most of these other ones were. Well, what happened was I always did artwork and stuff, but I was never like, because I don't have time to devote to anything for that matter. But I did something and somebody was ignorant to me about, because I did this. I did a pencil drawing, and they were like, "Oh, well, you can't, unless you do something out of oil, you can't do anything." So I did most of these other ones out of oil in a short period of time, because I was like, well, if you're, just to prove them wrong, just to make a point. So I did these oil paintings, and he ended up giving me an art show in St. Louis. So I had a little art show with those, which was kind of cool.
Pencil drawing idea.
That's good, man. Seriously, that's there's nothing wrong with that.
That's a good-looking cock.
That's right. There's nothing to be ashamed of, if that's what you like to draw.
And a fox.
And a fox.
Oh, that's good.
That's good.
Seriously, that's good.
There you go. And there you are, Chris, taking the piss out of him.
I wasn't taking the piss. I said Biscuit Vape's trying to make aphid lips, and
I was really weird. I remember when you did that drawing and you said, I'll send it to you. And I was like, I don't give an address out. But I felt fucking terrible. But also, it's kind of weird. But the funny thing is, it's kind of weird because you don't know how. I don't know if I've just got the wrong kind of ego, because you don't know how to respond to something so like really cool and amazing. It's like, dude, there are a million things you could have drawn. And then, of course, it wasn't long after that, or just before, fucking Big Ern turned up with me on his leg.
Yeah. That's a little
tattooed on his fucking leg. It's like, my life's really gone to a strange fucking place.
You know,
luckily he's a really good guy, but that was weird.
The honest thing is for me, I don't know about Bigger, and I'm not going to talk for him, but I go through spurts where, you know, I'm really like into something, you know what I'm saying? So most of these were all painted within the same time period, you know, and I haven't painted any shit for a long time. And at the time you were, you know, part of Live Leak, and I was doing a lot of stuff about Live Leak, so it was interesting to me. But right now, don't take offense, but I probably wouldn't, you know, choose you as a subject to paint.
I don't take offense to that, believe me.
But no, and I think I said jokingly something about it was before one of your shows that I was gonna burn it or shit on it or something. I don't know, as a joke. And I think you thought I was really gonna do that. Years later you saw it again and you said
I've got to be honest, I can't imagine I'd have been that offended.
No, I didn't think you were offended by it.
Yeah,
I didn't think you were offended by it by any means.
I just one of them when I love it when, like, what was it Big Ern said to me when he fell out with me once? He said, I'm gonna get you changed into a transvestite on the tattoo. So, it's your fucking leg, mate. You do whatever you want with it. That was really not the best threat I've ever heard, to be honest. So you just knock yourself out. As if anybody he's moved now, but as if anybody in Odessa, Texas knows who the fuck I am.
Right. Oh, he's got no Odessa, Texas anymore?
No,
the whole thing with his changing his name to Trump. That was real, wasn't it? He really did change his name to Ernesto Trump. Or you don't know.
As far as I know, he did.
Yeah, he showed the paperwork for it, so I take his word for it. You know?
I didn't know.
He's showing us the tattoo there. There we go.
I'm not sure what part.
The word tattoo I own.
Voltan, just decide what you'd like it to be.
No.
This one's probably the best one.
Was it? Okay.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's all right.
I can never show mine on webcam, so I just don't bother. I always end up holding my arm in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
Probably better that way, but
the scorpion.
Yeah.
I need to get
like
some
the
more done.
skeleton of the scorpion.
I need that gap filled in. I need
you talked to me last week about getting a tattoo, and that's my fear. Is if I started, I wouldn't be able to stop. And I feel like, you know, you're a perfect example of that. Now you got like a space there that you want to fill up. I think that I'd be like that, and before you know it, I'd be completely covered with.
Well, I always wanted at least a half sleeve on this.
This one I should be most proud of.
Winter Sky.
Yes. Daughter's name.
Oh, there we go. Well, that's fine.
That was my thought.
I didn't get my son's name on me because you never know. I might go off him one day.
You know where
you might.
I had this one done before she was born. I had it done before she was born, so if they made this fuck up on sonogram, I'd have been up shit creek.
I like it when people get their girlfriends or boyfriends' names tattooed on them. Like, yeah, how long have you been together?
That's what this is for. It was
3
there.
weeks. Oh, bless.
To cover up.
Bless. Isn't that nice? I've got I can't really. That's Cthulhu. You can't really see shit on this, and all the other stuff all over me fucking arm.
Yeah.
That Cthulhu, was that done at Studio 81?
No. It was done by, well, actually, he's opening a new shop. It's a guy called Lee used to have Black Sea Tattoos in East Manchester, and I just love his style. I love the way he tattoos, so that's why I went to him.
Well, it's just the way it looked. I thought that was Studio 81 on what used to be near Affleck's Palace, and they do similar stuff.
A Tasmanian devil. There we go.
Wiley Coyote, Tasmanian devil.
Truly a
Bugs
child of
Bunny
the night.
and Roadrunner.
I couldn't even show any of my tattoos.
Are they on your cock?
Are they all in your penis?
No, it's just how'd you get your leg on a fucking?
Do you remember when that guy? Well, I've forgotten his name. Really weird guy. He got Live Leak tattooed on his scrotum.
Is it the one that took the wire brush thing and burned it off of his skin? What was that guy's name?
Probably, but he was a very strange one because I wouldn't talk to him.
Foreign speaking guy. Is that who you're talking about?
No, he wasn't foreign. He was American, but he fell out because he kept trying to get in touch with me, and I'm like, I'm not fucking talking to you, dude. I'm glad. He kept saying like, we should do a partnership for videos. It's like, no,
partnership.
All right, but yeah, I'm pretty sure he had Live Leak written on his scrotum.
No, there was a guy from like Italy or something that got maybe it was a leg tattoo, and he took a grinder and grinded it off his leg. You don't remember that?
I don't remember
you
that.
commented on that when it happened.
I don't remember that, but I'm glad it happened. That
He
makes
got
me
himself
happy
on fire. He was like real extreme, that was like his shtick, but he didn't speak English at all.
A fucking idiot.
So how is it in
Grinder
America?
and grinded Live Leak off of his leg. It was gnarly, and he showed it like it was like 2 weeks, 3 weeks later, and it was completely infected and blistered all to hell. And he was showing it.
I remember. I tell you who I did feel sorry for. There was a guy, John Evil. He does some really strange artwork and things like that. He's on Twitter. He follows me on Twitter as well. Back in the day, he got an ogreish tattoo, and we shot it like 2 weeks later. I think we sent him a T-shirt just to say sorry. Sorry, dude.
There was no ogreish right after he got it.
No, I felt so. It's like a singer in my old band. He got a tattoo, and we told him not to get the tattoo, but he got the tattoo from the band, and we fired him. And he said before he got kicked out of the band, he said, "This tattoo will always remind me of the good times." I'm thinking, I bet that's not the fucking case.
Yeah. Right. Okay,
that's hilarious.
Read books. Okay.
Well, Smoke Steve showed back up.
See you, Voltan.
Bye.
Voltan, take care, sir. Happy trails.
I'm off.
See you later.
Voltan, he's the best. That Voltan.
So, how is it in your area at Aphid Lips? Is it like going off, or is it?
Well, I live not too far from Ferguson, where the Michael Brown thing happened. 5 years ago or whatever it was. Like literally, it's like 20 miles from here or whatever. So this isn't. We've all seen this before, but it's not been. I mean, it's been bad. We had this like ex-cop guy who was protecting a pawn shop. I don't know. There's probably a video of it on Live Leak where it's his. If somebody Facebook lived him getting shot. I don't think they showed.
That was
the old guy. He was
I've
trying
seen
to
that.
be a security guard. That happened here. So, but like I wake up every morning and I come downstairs, I get my coffee, I smoke my first cigarette, and I turn on my phone, and local news, is telling me about how 3-year-old got killed in some crossfire and some gang violence in St. Louis last night. It's pretty much the worst of the worst in all of the United States is St. Louis, and I live in the suburbs of it, so I can't claim like I'm, hood and with them or anything. I live out. My parents moved me out to the white area, in the 70s to get us away from having to go to school in bad areas. So, I grew up in a different environment, so I can't, but that's just what it's like here. That's just
So
normal.
Without being funny, are you a CCW owner, or do you not believe in that sort of stuff? Or...
No, I got no problem with anything. I have a gun. It's like an antique that has no bullets in it or anything. But I would have less of a problem. I definitely think that there's a gun problem. My problem with the whole gun thing is that there's no repercussion if they get stole out of your house or if you're careless with them. And that's the problem.
Yeah.
The stolen firearms is the ones that are causing all the problems, not the legal owned ones. And there's no repercussion for it,
that's the sort of issue over here. I mean, in America, I know a lot of people in America. In America, the mental health issue is one thing. I know the background checks do not cover that as thoroughly as they do in the UK. And here in the UK, it's very, very stringent compared to what you guys have to go through.
There's no I told you I have a gun, and like, you know, I can tell you that it doesn't fire. I don't have no weapon, you know, but it doesn't make a difference. You know, it wouldn't make a difference if it was a brand new gun. I didn't have to tell anybody. I didn't have to do anything about it. You know, it's just sitting in a cabinet, you know, in my house. So, you know, there's no restrictions where I live on, you know, how many guns or if you get a gun or, you know,
that's the frightening thing. I mean, I've got a lot of friends. I mean, I go to the SHOT Show in Las Vegas usually every year, and you can buy an upper because that isn't controlled by US law, but you can't buy a lower. But you can buy an 80% lower, and you can buy a drill press, and in 5 minutes you've got a fully working firearm.
You can buy firearms anywhere. You know, you don't need to go to Las Vegas for it. You know, I mean, my firearm somebody gave to me. You know, like there's no tracking of it whatsoever, and any tracking there is, it's all done by paper. So if there's an incident, you know, the serial number on it is useless because it takes months to find out by paper where it came from. So, you know, and everybody fears that, you know, if there's a computer tracking system of, you know, the serial numbers of firearms that you know, that's going to infringe on your rights by some chance.
Yeah, but that was what the Brady Act was there for when they introduced like non-transfer of machine guns and various other stuff.
I don't know.
That was the idea behind it.
I'm completely ignorant on the Brady Act, to be honest with you.
I mean, what state are you based in without saying where you come from? If you
I'm in Missouri.
Missouri.
Basically, the center of the United States. If you spun a picture of the United States, and
is that how you pronounce it? Misery, not Missouri.
No, it's Missouri.
No. Missouri, not misery.
St. Louis. Hell. Well, Ferguson, you know, is outside.
I know where Ferguson is.
Yeah, the main city in around Ferguson is St. Louis.
What's the safest state in America?
To like get this filter thing
like
off.
Right now, you need me in the middle of a conversation. You need me to stop.
Yeah. Do you want me to?
Okay. Hold on, I got to step away for a second here.
I was about to point out Biscuit Vapes that this is irony.
Is that a Ladybird book?
Donald Trump, the Ladybird Guide. I mean, it's a fantastic.
Is it a parody of him because it's orange like his tan, or?
It is. It says Donald Trump has called an important meeting. It is which all the closest workers and colleagues, here they both are, and it's just Donald Trump in a fucking plane on his own. And then it says Donald Trump likes gas and oil. Gas and oil are the very best way to making power. Relying on gas and oil means that nobody needs to live near the noise and substantial output of a windmill. There is an actual page in here. I'll see if I can flick through to it because you will think it is amusing because it is very apt to what's going on in the world now today. Let's see.
Before you carry on, is the Trump hat you wear ironic?
It is ironic. Along with
stay out of quarantine, straight out of quarantine instead of Compton.
Yeah. You know, you can't not laugh at what's going on nowadays. You've got to stay in your house, and everything is amusing. But Jesus, I mean, Hayden's probably sat there going, "Friggin' hell, he's wearing a Trump hat." Yeah, it's irony.
I wouldn't give a fuck either way. People are free to wear whatever they want and believe whatever they want. Also, people are free to support him, not like him, do whatever they like. It's
it is
good or bad people.
Here's what I was on about the page that I've just found it, page 40 in the Ladybird book about Donald Trump. It says, some racists have had a big fight with some non-racists. There were some very fine people on both sides, said Donald Trump. The not racists are shocked, but Donald Trump says that's a nice thing. He said they were as good as the racists. Donald Trump just wants everyone to be happy as the racists.
I would like, but I've got to admit, I was talking to Drone Tech. Hang on, what have I done? I've done something terribly wrong.
You've killed your camera, mate.
That's weird. I only put Photoshop on. You wouldn't think that I'd kill the camera, would you? There we go. Said to Drone Tech, that fine people on both sides. He wasn't talking about the far left or the far right, because he then, in the same speech, condemned the far right racists. However, we leave that out because Donald Trump bad, Orange Man bad, and it's that's how it plays out, and the media does that constantly. Whilst I'm loath to defend Donald Trump, I think we have to defend everybody that deserves defending. And in that instance, when it's the media misreporting,
taking things out of context,
you've got to go at it, because what he meant was, there were fine people on both sides of the non-violent aspect. The far right, he's never stopped. He's never failed to criticize.
Well,
we don't hear it. We don't hear it.
We had a quiz on Tuesday, and it took information from, I think it was one of the US newspapers, but it was comparing, the question was, how many lies or mistruths has Donald Trump said during his sort of presidency compared to Obama? And in the end, they posted a graph, and in the first 6 months of Donald Trump's presidency, he was 15.9 mistruths a day.
Yeah, okay, but
it was like an exponential graph.
That's fine. We know he talks a load of shit and tells a load of lies. But therefore, my huge problem with the media is there's all this legitimate stuff to pick him up on. So, of course, I'm going to pick up when they fucking lie or lie via omission. That's the thing. And I just don't like it. I'm obviously not a Donald Trump supporter, but by the same token, I don't think the American people
it's probably about time to take that off.
I'll wear it, do whatever you want. But I don't think Americans had a lot of great choices.
No. Americans had two choices. They had Hillary or Donald, and they all hated Hillary, and they had Donald. So they went with Donald.
Well, yeah, I think there's probably a little more to it than that. But yeah, they did in the end. And I think there's every chance he'll get in for another term as well.
I would think so. Yeah, I mean, I've spoke to a lot of my mates over there, whether black, white, and they said,
not going to happen. Wouldn't it be funny if Sanders got in?
He doesn't.
That'd be hilarious because he's dropped out.
Has he? I didn't know that. I thought he was still running. So it's Biden or Trump now, is it?
It's Biden or Trump. Yes.
Look, Biden doesn't even know the difference between his wife and his sister, so that is a bit worrying.
Yeah, but Donald Trump doesn't know the difference between his wife and his daughter.
Yeah, well, that is also worrying. I mean, I was finding. I don't know if I can post it on here, screen share or whatever. I was finding my mate up in America earlier. He's in New York, and they were having a mass protest in New York, and they were all walking around, you know, the standard shit, you know, body armor, AR-15 and everything. And I was winding up, and I sent him a picture of me wearing a Trump hat, a face mask, and body armor, just to wind him up. And he was like going, "Yeah, you fit right in." And I'm like going, "It's irony. It's irony, my friend." Can I share it? I don't know.
I'm going to be honest, no, because it's 2:15 and I've had enough. So we're going.
That's all right then, mate.
We're done, guys. We're done. I'm going to go.
It's got quiet, I suppose.
And not only that, I just want to go to bed. Just want to go to bed. But guys, thanks so much. It's been a pleasure talking to you, and everybody else that's joined us, and everyone else that's held on all this time. Probably back on Tuesday with Graham. Definitely back Thursday where we're hosting the debate between We Fair Cop and a trans activist right here on Trigger Warning. That will be from the studio, and the studio shows are going to start up again. Guys, all the very best. Take care, and we'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.